You know what? If it is anybody that's out there in the parking lot, yeah, as you can see, it's only 18 seconds in the video. But you know what? I can't wait till I get where I'm supposed to be. And I'm going to see how many men have me waiting on them. I went through this the first night that I did this live. And I think I waited for a man probably maybe about 3 minutes. And I'm like, damn, these men need to start doing better than this. I'm doing lives for only them. And this is what they do. They late. They show up, even though they seen the post. I said, okay, I'm going to have to start treating these men the way they treat me. I keep saying that. And then you know what? And then so today, I must be honest, today I did a live, hey, 400 Circle Media. I was just talking just now to myself. I'm sure I was. I was literally just talking to myself just now. And I was saying, you know what? I can remember when I did my first live. You remember 400 Circle Media? And I had to wait on y'all men. And I was like, I cannot believe it's 3 minutes and I'm waiting on these men. I say, this has to stop. It has to get better than this. So I'm just trying to see, has things gotten better or have they gotten worse? And I'm not kidding. And they better start showing up to these lives, or I don't know what I'm going to do if they don't start showing up. I don't know if I'm going to be nice when they come aboard, or I don't know if I'm going to be antisocial when they come aboard. I don't know what I'm going to do. What you think I should do for 400 Circle Media? How does, you know what? Answer that question first. What do you think? How do you think I should handle these men going forward? And you, damn, you know what? And get, you know what, 400? Do you realize last time this happened, it was just me and you when I had this conversation? It was literally just me and you said, but you know what? You said, I'm here. You know what? And then I told you, I said, 400 Circle Media, I said, I'm going to find a way to highlight you for a week. Do you remember that? I was like, I'm going to find a way to highlight you for a week. I said, because you definitely came and showed up and you sat here with me. I remember that. And look where you and I are back to the same spot again. But you know what? So I said it. I was like, you know what? I got to highlight you. But as you notice, I never learned how to highlight yet. But guess what I said? I said, you know what? It was just naturally organic that don't I highlight you anyway? Be honest. Don't be honest, 400. Don't I make sure I compliment you? Don't I make sure that you get you? Don't I make sure that you 400 Circle Media? I'm waiting on that answer. Don't I make sure? The mentor, Juggy boy. Hey, Juggy boy. And guess what? And remember 400? Juggy boy was next. Yes, make me feel like big dog, because you is, and you better know it. Just like that. I meant to step you and Jug up, but I can't. Every time I get to look for Jug name, I could never find Jug. And I'm like, why am I not finding Jug? But 400 Circle Media, when I tried to put you to the other one, I wasn't able to, but I'm going to try it again. That's right, big dogs. You know how y'all always bring me those muscles? I'm bringing them back. And listen, y'all tell me, how does this view look? Does it look like it's the screen is scriggly or something? Because for some reason, it seemed like it's not showing me like good. Like, see, can you like see me clear? Can y'all see me very clear? Or does it seem like I'm like, does the screen seem like it's clear? Because to me, it seemed fuzzy. 400 Circle Media, I had to repeat that again. Wait a minute. The mental health said prayers, heart, and I'm going to pray again. Thank you so much, Jug. You know, I definitely appreciate when you fly in, and you always, you know what, Jug? You always fly in and drop a line. You fly in, drop a line, and then I say, where's Juggy boy? And then you know what, Jug? It be times I be honestly trying to ask you a question. You know I be looking for you too, because even if I call your name, Jug, you got to tell us what's been going on with you, Jug, because one thing about it, we do know that you like to creep and look around bushes. But one thing about it, Juggy boy, when I call you, Juggy boy, you be right there to answer. What happened? What's going on? What's going on with you really? I don't know, Juggy boy. It seems like you ain't telling us the whole thing. Like, what's for real? What's really going on? Because y'all know y'all didn't even answer the intro questions. The intro question is, y'all read that title, but now I'm pretty much interested, 400 Circle Media, I'm interested in Juggy Boy. But I'll catch him. But anyway, 400 Circle Media said, again, I want to repeat, he a big dog, big dog, a big dog, big dog, a big dog, big no, I ain't in slow motion. That was me. Y'all know I'm nothing but animated. And guess what? And because they feel like I'm animated, I want to make sure if there's anybody out there in my parking lot, welcome in or welcome out. Thank y'all for sitting in my parking lot and making sure that I feel like I'm an actress and you're at a movie theater. But you know what? I just appreciate you being there. And if any of y'all out here tonight and you wasn't here earlier today and I had those little bit of views, y'all better start tightening up. And I mean every bit of it. And you better start with giving me my likes. You better start giving me my shares. And you better start making sure you fly on in, baby, and land. Just like that. Make sure you fly in and land. Stop sitting just in my parking lot. I don't bite. Anyway. So I had to make sure I told my parking lot pimps hello and kisses to you. 400 Circle Meter say, you good, Queen? Am I? Am I really? Am I really? Thank you so much, 400 Circle Media. You know what? I definitely appreciate that. You always make sure you be coming through. 400 Circle Media also said, Jug, my G100T. Yes. 400 Circle Media also said, hell yeah. Okay, now, just like that. Okay, so you can see me clear. You know what? So tonight, I don't know why my screen looks so funny on my end, but I guess this must be another test to see, because I normally am able to see good. That's why I like to read my chat. So now guess what? Y'all got a chance to really look at me and judge me, because I don't know if I'm looking okay or not. To be honest with you, I don't know if I'm looking crazy. I don't know if I'm looking like I'm a different person. I'm telling you, I don't know. Oh, yeah, that's the 6'2". See, I don't know what it's looking like on y'all end. I don't know if I'm looking like, oh my gosh, this is a man. No, this ain't no damn man. If you could push two of them babies out like I did, then you would be a man too. Other than that, if you can't do what I did, then no, that's not what it is over here. Anyway, I know I'm getting off track already, too soon, too early. And I might as well be able to, because y'all know that the conversation tonight is men. Now, you know this is my song. Come on now. This now, I'm telling you, I ain't ready to dance just yet, but you know 400 Circle Media, you know I'll get up and go to dancing. 400 Circle Media say, you know I'll call, and I bet you would. Listen, 400 Circle Media, do you doubt me that that's going to take off? Be honest. Do you doubt me? Do you say yeah? You can say yes or no, and I want you to be honest, because I'm going to know if you're not being honest. Do you think these phone calls are going to take off once they get in the air? Do you think, or do you kind of got your, I don't know, people tell me, say, if you feel like this, just say yes. And I want your answer. Boom. And you know what? I'm going to be honest with you, 400. I tell you, boy, the Lord sends a ram in the bush for no reason and for seasons, and they supposed to be there. You know what? It just honestly touched me just now. And you're going to think it's so petty and it's so minute, because some people, when you talk about topics, conversations, these be the topics right here. These be the topics to show when you hear me get like this and kind of emotional. This goes back to those topics as to why so many Black men, especially, and men feel as though they're going through mental health. You know why? because they don't get recognized for some of the smallest things that the naked eye miss. And what touched me just now, and this is where I tell you, this is where I always felt lonely and wasn't amongst people that really understood me. Man, you never talk on the phone or anything, but we know what we've been doing. Think about it. And what touched me just now, I promise you, you know, I always get so sentimental, but I ain't going to get sentimental tonight, but you do see what this is right here. But I'm going to tell you what touched me. What touched me was when I read this, you said yes. Boys, I'm telling you, every time you get ready to turn up and something be right, guess what? You said we. Listen, no, you said we. We got a good thing going. I like that. Because sometimes there's no questions need to be asked when they're already understood. So guess what? Thank you, 400 Circle Media. Just keep on hanging in there. It's going to work. I promise you. Anyway, 400 said facts. It's just reading. It's just reading through books. Reading through them. Exactly. See there? Facts. It's just reading books, reading through them. So even the smallest things that I do, where it don't seem like, honestly, it's a topic of conversation, but it's always a topic of conversation because it goes back to mental health, started with the small things that built up and escalated. That's what the white man say, right? They listening. The white man says, when you start going through this and going through that, then what happened? Okay, what happened in your childhood? That's where they're labeling it as mental health. But to me, I feel like you don't have to label it as mental health. I feel like you can label it as, let me find out what got me here. And sometimes you got to read through little small things like me going through these comments. And guess what? And I can honestly say, when I do go through those comments, believe it or not, somebody, and just about everybody so far that I've talked to, they come back telling me something that's really special about them. I'm telling you, they tell me something special about them or something, you know, they talk about things. So guess what? Those are topics. Those are still topics. It's just not labeled as topics. But I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, thank you, 400 Circle Media. And you know what? And I almost didn't. Okay, so I didn't fulfill my end of the deal, but I can say this. When I said, okay, you know what, 400 Circle Media, I have to see if I can, I got to see if I can highlight you. And I never was able to highlight you, but what I can say I did, I feel like that mission was accomplished on the other side. Because I ain't gonna story 400. You be calling me, and I promise you, it'd be funny to me for real. Most people really can't. That's why I needed to meet y'all, because the average person that I'm around, they really honestly don't make me laugh. But who used to make me laugh, right? Who used to honestly make me laugh was honestly my brother. It's always been the men. And the men that honestly couldn't make me laugh, it was like, okay, well, I need to find out what this person really do that excite me. So I always was on a hunt for a person like, okay, let's see what this person all about. And that's just dealing with the men. So then I come on here and I go with the men. Like, you notice I keep bringing up the day when Samuel said, he said, well, what were you doing? What were you doing at the library? And he was talking to Gotten. And everybody else looking at us like, okay, that's boring. But for me, in my mind, I'm thinking like I could just be around Samuel and I could just kind of feel the type of person that he is. So I giggled. But everybody else looking at it like, okay, she just loved reading through these chats. No, I love reading through these men. I love trying to understand them. I love them being able to say, you know what? I like talking to this woman. And then they're finding it it becomes an outlet where you don't have to always be around men and be so hard. And even if you are around men and you're hard, guess what? Now you found a platform where you can say things that, you get what I'm saying? It's going to develop into that. And then people start saying, you know what? I kind of understand now what I've been going through. Damn, this is why I want to be around people, because they honestly don't listen. They don't listen. It's the little things that I say in the smallest way where I know people aren't listening. And I just feel like, because that's how I always felt. And I felt like I know that's how men feel. Why? Because I talk to my brothers, you know, and being married 30 something years, you learn something. I got one son, one daughter. So I always made sure that I paid attention to, I don't know. That's probably why I never had like a house full of children. That's one of the reasons why. Because, you know, I'm just going to say it. One of the reasons why I never had, I said, I don't think I can have a house full of kids. Like before I made amends with my mom, she passed away April of 2010. But my mom had 9 children, and I felt, and I'm her oldest daughter, and I'm like 6, 7, 8 years older than, or 5 or 6, 7 years older than the oldest one. The next one up under me, the next daughter. And I just felt like if my mom was able to spread herself out, that it would be different. So I always said, I don't want to have no more kids. I don't want to have no house, because I told y'all I probably didn't tell you, but I literally went to get my tubes tied when I was like 18. The people told me I had to come back. What a bunch of idiots. I went back again. Then they lied and told me, oh, you can't do it. You got to have a husband and they have to sign off. And I said, you guys are crazy. I literally went back twice. I went back twice. And then like 2 years later, I had my son. So, yeah. Anyway, I know y'all say this girl always rambling on, which I do. But you guys are also my mental therapy. Anyway. And you know what? And I do agree with you. 400 Circle Media say, I told you I will always pull up. Surely will. I can't wait till we go to pull up in other places. Wait, don't people be so glad to see us? I don't know. 400. You think I'm joking? I'm telling you, I feel some big things. Anyway, 400 Circle Media, yes, say speak, my sister. Thank you so much, 400. And you know what? I'm glad that you found someone that can also help you with an outlet. Wait, honestly, it don't always have to be dramatic. It doesn't always have to be so serious. It doesn't always have to be so funny. And it don't always have to be so sad. You know, it's like you can come and we can like hold a conversation, and you could talk about like a multitude of things and be like, okay, like I don't give a damn if it took you in a damn circle. It doesn't matter. But one thing about this circle, you was able to find your way out of the circle. See, most times you have conversations with people, and some people, not that they narrow-minded, but they might be a little bit smarter in this area, smarter than that area. Because when I go to hang around those Black Power people, and they be talking about South Africa went over to Northeastern, and then they fought with the Nigerians, and then they rolled back around the corner, and Eclipse went to Pluto, and then Pluto said Mercury, what they do. All of that right there, that's not for Drika. That's not for Drika, and it's not for Dee Dee. It's not for the Queen. It's not for she. It's not for me. It's not for 6'2". It's not for 6'2" in heels. It's just not. It's just not. All of that. And y'all will notice I tap up out of all of that conversation, because you going too deep. You're going deeper than a real person's thoughts. Because a real person ain't going all the way back, goddamn it. AD after death is, and then BC before Christ. The real person ain't going back that far. So why the hell do I want to sit and listen to somebody talking about all this, that, and the other? I just can't do it. I mean, I might listen to it for a few minutes just to show a little bit of respect to the cause, but I like to be able to talk about a multitude of things. And sometimes you got people that's just stuck in one little box. So anyways, I know, see, 400 Circle Media, you said that you wanted me to stick to the topic. You want me to do a topic and stick to it. Now, guess what? You have yet to tell me, have you been stalked by a woman? Jug done creeped out. He didn't tell me if he was stalked by a woman. And I'm going down there. Keep looking down. It's insatiable. I'm right here. Go. Keep going down. See my hand. Keep going. Keep right there. Insatiable. Guess what? I'll be right down there to you. Listen. Anyway, 400 Circle Media said, I don't know either. 400 Circle Media say, Pop said, I can't change your brain, but will spark the next generation. Just like that. 400 Circle Media also said, facts, what you're talking about, but damn, we 10 behind, and it's me and you. See? $400 Circle Media. Did you really do me like that just now? Did you really call me out? And it's just me and you. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna take that as a compliment. I'm gonna see, because most people they don't know how to read between the lines and all that type of old stuff. But you know what? I'm gonna take that as a compliment. I'm gonna take that as a compliment because you know it's only me and you, and I'm going down there to get to Insatiable, and he know I'm coming. And because even you, 400 Circle Media, know I'm going to go down there and I'm going to see Insatiable. See, you know that. But you also knew that even though all of those was your comments, that I was going to preach on just about all of them. Did you really do me like that? That is the most ugliest thing I think I've ever encountered. other than can't get it right, who was off the chain the other night. I say, what in the hell is going on with can't get it right was clicking. I said, wait a minute. He go, you know what? He's trying to get some of it out. 400 Circle Media. So what y'all doing? Y'all keep procrastinating on doing this interview. And I don't know why y'all procrastinating on this interview. And y'all know I'm ready to be just like this. Look at these two. Listen to Can't Get It Right. Are y'all saying that I'm gonna be watching y'all? Is that why y'all ain't do that? Is that why Can't Get It Right have not gotten on the call with me yet? I see you down there, gotten. You heard me say gotten on the call yet. Is that why I Can't Get It Right has not gotten on the call with me? Because he said, oh, wait a minute, whoa, 400. I don't know if I want to be bothered with Queen like that. He said she act this and she act that, but ooh, he said he had a whole life story, didn't he? Right, 400. He's Can't Get It Right. So he had a whole story, and I'm going to help him get that damn story out because I want to know every bit of it, just like this. It might be parts where I'm gonna doze off. You better believe that. I'm gonna doze off, and you better wake me up just like that by sticking to the script and telling me what's next. And then if you gonna cry because I might be crying before you. But at the end of the day, he will not get on that damn call with me. And I'm gonna get to the bottom of why y'all been procrastinating. Why have y'all been procrastinating on that call? Anyway, maybe 400 Circle Media will call me and let me know that. And maybe he'll put some spark and some fire up on the Can't Get It Right. Or is it Can't Get It Right ain't been calling you because he ain't right yet? I don't know. And I ain't trying to do no kind of gossiping while people ain't here. Because you know I'm going to say who said it. Anyway. What's next? I cannot believe this man just said that. It's only me and you, and we take comments behind. And say Shabo. Now y'all, okay, yes, I do have to get up because the phone is over there. And don't y'all be looking at my hiney. Six two Queen.
You know I won't call.
Oh my goodness. Yes, 400 Circle Media. Yes. What?
Okay. I've been in the chat the whole time.
Right.
And then you been talking.
Right.
And then you just went out to yourself. I said, okay. That wasn't the damn forward coming. I said, oh God, I shouldn't have said that. I said, all right, so let's keep moving.
Did you really call me to tell me that? But I did not read.
No, I really called to tell you about the KG interview.
Okay.
We're going to do it, but that was my fault.
Mhm.
Last time we didn't do it.
Yeah, because you were
But
sick.
me and KG talk every day.
Okay. So I'm clowning on y'all.
You're not going to sleep on that interview.
I can never go on this. Really? Who is he ready to tell it?
I think I heard you say it like you gonna maybe go to sleep. I was like, no, I'm saying that's the real one.
Go ahead.
So my story compared to his, I'm like, man, hey, I don't even want to tell her.
No, but can I say something?
Yeah.
I would still like for you to tell your story.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell my story.
I don't really want to wait to tell it. I'm ready to listen. I'm ready to listen whenever you're ready to tell your story.
All right. The next time you go live.
Tomorrow afternoon.
Okay, tomorrow. Okay.
So you want to tell it tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do it because I've been waiting to get it out for a minute.
Okay. And you know what? We want you to tell that story. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And then and you tell your
Yeah, I was just saying it's just me. I don't know how everybody else came up, but I'm telling my story to let you know, because you said something earlier, but you made me forget because we were waiting so long. I was like, oh, God, I forgot what I said. But
can you just keep it clean? Can you just keep it clean?
Okay, but you like, no matter what somebody say, you like the story and stuff like that, like, I don't care if it's one person listening, as long as that person gets the message.
Right, yeah. Got you.
That's what I'm saying. Because I'm not out here I'm not trying to save Blue, but I am trying to save a whole nation.
Right.
If somebody gets something out of it, that's why I do it, but.
Right. And that's exactly what you get. Because you know what? When you think about it, everybody got a story they could tell us now.
Yeah.
Everybody do. If anybody, even Insatiable is here, and he know I'm coming to him. Hey, Insatiable. Yeah. He said, Queen, good evening. God bless. And I do love the purple. I'll still be down there to talk to you. But even
go ahead.
To all
the kings.
That's right. And you know what? Insatiable, even like Insatiable, the more Insatiable come and talk to me, I know he inside, he open up. I see you down there, can't get it right. He said, Queen, and thank you so much for my fruit platter. I'll be down to you in a minute. I'm on the phone with you know who, 400 Circle Media. And so you know what? KG. Right there. Listen. I definitely get, huh?
Wait, it seems like I'm holding the chat up, which we probably about 30 behind now.
No, we not. We good.
I gotta laugh on that one.
Nope, you good. You good. We not holding the chat up. The chat wanted to hear what you had to say, and you called in just to kind of tell me how I was so far behind till you forgot to say something, but you really wanted to say it. But I was talking so. You did. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what you called in to tell me. You call, yeah, and then
that's why I call in,
right? Because
I'd be like, well, let me go ahead and say it before I forget what I said. So, you'd be like, right 400? I'd be like, right about what? So Queen, it's all love, Queen.
I know, but
all love. Let's get back to the chat.
Okay, well, okay then.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what?
No, I was gonna say, but. Nothing, because then you're gonna say, there she go again. These people gonna go to blaming me.
No.
No,
I ain't gonna say that.
Oh, no, it's okay now. I'm gonna go to this chat.
If you don't want me to call it back, you better go ahead and say it.
When you ain't gonna call back because it ain't gonna be no reason to call back. Because you ain't gonna be able to say, "Oh, I'm behind," and this right here. You're not gonna be able to say that because I'm gonna be up to par. The only way you're gonna be able to say that is if you are honestly just skipping the line, because you know it ain't no line right now, but you know it gonna be a line. I want to ask you that. Okay, listen. I want to ask you that. What are you gonna do if, not if, what are you gonna do when this chat turns into something like it's so many people? You think that I'll be behind now. I know you answered this the other day, but what are you going to do when we have that many people in the chat? What are you going to do then? And you can't skip the line because I'm on the phone. What you going to do?
Well, hopefully, me and you'll be on the panel together.
That's right.
Like, hey, go ahead. Let's go.
Oh, yo, that's right. We did talk about that.
Hey, shout out.
It's going to be that buzzer.
Yeah.
That buzzer say, "Come on now, next."
Come on, let's keep moving.
But next, okay. But you know what? You better be ready for when we get there.
No, I'm already ready.
You already ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
I ain't got nothing but my story to tell, right?
Oh.
So I reach out now.
Uh-huh.
I'm home. I'm happy. Got my family.
Yep.
And I thank God for that.
That's right.
And that's a big blessing.
Yep.
And I didn't know that.
Right.
You know who told me was a blessing?
Can't get it right.
A dude I met off the internet. Mm-hmm. Come on now.
Mm-hmm.
Because I told him, who's lucky I made it home. Mm-hmm. But when he said that, I said, man, it's a bigger message to get out for real.
Yep.
You can't save everybody, but you know, you're gonna save the ones you can.
Right. Yeah.
And like I said in the comments, I said, I can't save everybody, but I'm gonna plant the seed that's gonna get in their brain and understand.
That's right. They gonna come
and
around.
I don't be around to see it. Yeah.
They gonna come around.
Be around to see it, but it'll be there. But yeah, Queen. Man, let me get off the phone so I can look at the chat.
See, that's so you now this time, y'all, everybody witnessing, y'all notice I've been quiet. Who did all the chitter chattering? But he'll blame me when he called back. Talk to you later, 400. Go ahead.
Yes, I am.
No. Right. Bye, 400. Bye. Why do I always have to hang up on this man? I mean, for real. Anyway, so if anybody else want to call, I know can't get it right, ain't gonna call. Can't get it right, say no, Queen. He can't get it right, say no, Queen. I'm not doing that. So guess what? Let me get back up there so I can get down to can't get it right. Insatiable. He said, good evening, Queen. God bless. I love those hearts that you sent. I even like how it's coded like that. And then you know what was so weird? It ain't weird, but thank you for even highlighting the white. Thank you for doing it. I definitely appreciate you for that. Insatiable. Insatiable always come in as like my calm and like, you good. Just keep going. To me, I'm telling you, when you do stuff like that, that'd be like my confirmation of just like, just keep going. Just keep going. Just keep being you. Just keep being you. Just keep being you. Because you don't know how many days, whether people believe it or not, how I turn back like every day and then I take a deep breath and I say, I can't stop though. Even when the days get slow or, you know, it's like, still keep going. Still keep going. So thank you, Insatiable is my name too. Insatiable. You know what, Insatiable? Thank you. That's like my name too. I like that. Insatiable Queen at 6'2". I'm telling y'all, and I'm in the seat where I can roll around to y'all know I be done got up on y'all asses. And yes, I like to have fun like that. I just honestly never been able to like really go out with anybody and like really have fun and like really just, you get what I'm saying? Like really just have fun and like turn up the way I like to turn up. I never really found someone. I did, one of my cousins, she's like that. I don't know. I kind of miss her for that part where we can have fun and stuff. But I guess sometimes when you can't get the right loyalty out of a person, you end up, you let all of that go to. It's like, you know what? I don't feel like finding a friend that I got to put together. I mean, I done did enough of that. So anyway, y'all know I'm sitting in the right type of seat, boy. Yes, I'm dancing to that song. And I'm not getting behind in the chat. I can assure you of that. It's only a couple of us in here. When I look at it, it looks like 5. I don't really know what it is, but anyway. And if anybody in my parking lot and you want to come in and land, you're welcome to do so. This is just your girl, Queen Dee Dee. She's only 6'2". I won't bite. I just lick a little bit. Thank you again, Insatiable. I definitely appreciate those hearts. I appreciate that candle, the butterfly, wine glass. I definitely appreciate my white bird. It's just giving me, here's the feathers and the wings. And I don't even know what made me, okay, get on my white like that. And that purple blended, man, it made me feel like it's some good luck in the house. Those are just 2 blessed colors. And then you got that green in there. You know how I feel about that green. Thank you so much for the likes. I definitely appreciate it. And if it's somebody that watching me and you like what you see, all you got to do is subscribe and then boom, boom, hit that notification bell. And guess what it's going to do? It's going to let you know when I'm rising again. Yeah. Okay. And you know what? I really like Future. Anyway, if one of my songs come on and I like it, y'all gonna see me hop around this room tonight, maybe. Because I'm sitting in the open spot, and y'all know how I'm so sporadic and last minute. So don't go to acting funny. Anyway, thank you again, Insatiable. 400 Circle Media say, don't make love to the topic. See? Don't make love to the topic. That got 2 ways that I could have asked questions. 400 Circle Media, but you know what I decided? There's no sense in me asking the question, because then I would say 400 Circle Media, call me, because I want to know what you mean by that. What you mean by? But see, you know what? I'm gonna leave it alone and I'm gonna keep moving. Gotten, be gotten. Gotten, be gotten. What's up, Gotten? I know Gotten saying, come on now. Why is she just getting to me? Why does it always take her so long to do one thing? I apologize, Gotten, but you know what? One thing about it, 2 things for sure. Gotten always know I'm gonna come and personally speak. Personally. So, Gotten, don't I personally speak? I personally speak. Gotten, don't I personally address all the men? Don't I, Gotten? And one other thing, Gotten, do I ever skip a name? Thank you, Gotten. So I'll be waiting for you to give me the answer down there. He said, what's up, TQ? What's up, TM? What's up, TM? I think God like to have fun too. God got to get around them right people too. God got a couple of friends, but he got to pick them apart. He got to do this one with this one and this one and this one. And sometimes they get on his nerves. But God is a good guy. God try to get along with everybody till they don't listen. When God trying to get his point across with certain things, God be like, oh no, 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 buddy, not this time. For circle me to say yes, one. That's real. Can't get it right, say queen. Hey, that can't get it right. You know what? One thing I keep saying, can't get it right, gonna make sure he come in and give me my fruit. Pineapple, strawberries, cherries, peaches, pears, watermelons, grapes, oranges, green apples. I all that, chop all of it up. Just chop all of it up. And you know what? For me, I would chop all of it up. And honestly, you want me to tell you what I would have on top of that? What's that seasoning? Is it Tajin seasoning? It's like a Mexican type seasoning. I like that seasoning. I would chop all of those fruits up. It's almost like a seasoning salt, but it got like a zesty lime to it. That. I would cut those fruits up. Can't get it right. If I ain't never tell you how I would eat them, I'm going to tell you today. And I would put that stuff on it, that green stuff. I should go get it and show you. And what else would I do? And I would eat it like that. Just give it a different type of taste. You don't even have to be heavy with it. But that sounds good. Ooh. Almost made me want some fruit. It almost made me want a platter of fruit. And I'm not kidding. But you know what? Thank you so much. Can't get it right. I definitely appreciate it. Every time when you fly home, you make sure you show some love when you get there. So thank you so much. And you go to brightening up my room because I got that black background. And then I got all my when my men fly in and they take a seat. And then I got them with their different colors. And then I got you come in and you got your queen. And then you got all your little fruit. And then you backed it up with a yellow heart. You know I love yellow. My red heart, my rose. You kept it 100. Then this time you gave me 3 diamonds and 2 fists. Think you can't get it right. Y'all think I'm joking? I definitely like when you give me my emojis. I love my emojis. So, think you can't get it right. Can't get it right. Also said 400. 100. Insatiable say 400, a real strong, intelligent brother. God bless. And you know what? I told you if you could take my attention and I don't have to ask no question. 400 Circle Media just went to saying how he felt about things. And I liked it because 400 Circle Media will come off and you would think to an extent that he's shy, or you would think to an extent that maybe he's a little laid back and not too, just from what I feel. And the thing of it is, once he started talking about something that he really is passionate about, you could tell he gets strong in his words, and he say it with such a subtle voice. He does. He said it with a subtle voice. And that's what sometimes people need to hear. They don't need to hear the rigmarole of this, and they don't want to hear the rigmarole of that. They just want to hear something in a subtle voice. And he got a subtle, calming voice. And you did that. You did that phone call. So when you see me on a phone call and I got to do all the talking, you got to remember now, when you be on the phone call with me, remember who do all the talking, because see, you'll forget those particular things. And then I don't bring things up, but I'm only saying right now, remember when I'm on the phone and you go to sending all your hundreds up, and that means go hurry up and all of that type of foolishness and stuff like that. When you go to doing stuff like that, you know what? But you notice I don't do that when you be talking. See? You see? Now he the next one for me to talk to. All I'm giving him is all the accolades that he deserved. I mean, Insatiable said it. Insatiable said 400, a real strong, intelligent brother. He said, God bless. And now he's sending me 100. So that means keep going. Some people don't like to take compliments, boy. That's a shame. And you know what? Most people, you know what I always say? Have you ever met a person that's very impatient, but they always make you wait? I wonder would anybody know what I would be saying if I said that. Have you ever met a person that's so impatient, but they always make you wait? Have y'all ever met a person like that before? Anyway, and here we go again for 100. I know you got, this is what I was trying to tell you. How could I stay on topic? The only way I can stay on topic is y'all got to keep the topic going in the comments. You know why? Because if you keep it going in the comments, then I'm going to have to keep it in my mind that that's what we're talking about. Because you see, everybody comment makes me think in a different direction. So how am I going to stay focused on something like that? How do you expect me to stay focused on something like that? I mean, come on, keep it real. Jeez. On social media say, damn, I missed the chat. I'm sorry, my brother, but you know how quick. Now, y'all was on this call with me too. Y'all, when y'all was on the call, can anybody vouch for who was talking and who was listening? Okay. 400 Second Media say, insatiable, all love, my brother. He's basically, since 400 Circle Media think I don't be knowing what's going on, he's saying all love my brother because Insatiable said that he's a real man. Insatiable said salute, and he saluted him just like that. 400 Circle Media say, Queen, you know what? Thank you. He said, Queen, love, my sparkly eyes, hearts, that other heart that hit just like that. And them other pink hearts that laid over to the side. You know, and I normally I lay them to the side like this. I laid them wide that time because I'm ready for them to start loosening up on some of this stuff because I still feel closed in. I feel like I ain't getting what I want yet. Anyway, and that you know what I said that just now. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. That almost hurt my feelings when I said that. Now that you know what, just that small statement just now made me get it didn't make me get all weak and sobby and soaky inside, but it did. It did. It almost made me get weak and sobby and soaky inside. I like that word soaky. Can anybody define soaky? It did. It made me feel kind of soaky inside when I said that because I'm like, I'm ready for it to get big. I'm ready for, but sometimes you can't get things like that. Sometimes you got to crawl again. I'm like, damn, but how long am I going to be crawling? I look like, okay, here you go calling again as if I've said something wrong. Watch this now. 6'2" Queen.
Hello,
yes.
Hey, Queen.
Hey, 400. Hey, 400 Circle Media.
I know who you were talking about on there.
Who?
You were talking about me.
What did I say about you?
I heard it. I was over there cooking, but I said, what you say? I'm like, 400 had me going and stuff. I'm like, okay. Queen.
So, yes, 400 Circle Media.
So we over here because we love to hear you talk.
Thank you, 400 Circle Media.
And I think you got a good message. I think you got a story too. Let me play that.
That's true. How you knew that?
And because I said in the chat, which you weren't gonna never get to.
So you skipping the line. So you skipping the line.
No, you been skipping me.
No, I didn't. When did I skip you? I didn't get to you.
You skipped me. How long has it been?
What?
You skipped me like 34 minutes ago.
No. You listen. If you put something there and I'm telling you, it ain't showing up in my chat. It's not. What did you say? Go back to it and tell me, and I'll tell you if I have it. So you were still. Oh,
Queen, you just made me forget what I was gonna say.
go ahead. You were saying I got a message, and you like to hear me.
Yeah, no. I'm saying now. I'm saying now you got a message because the way I listen to you talk, like you say, like you could like 400.
Mm-hmm.
You got something you want to say, but you ain't saying it.
Mm-hmm. But what gives you that feeling of that?
Well, Queen, I would remember if I was still in the chat, well, I can pull it back up. But
oh, I said it myself.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. No, I know what you're talking about. It was like, I think it was like my second live. I was trying to understand what you was talking about.
Oh, okay.
I'm thinking that you were talking about something in this chat right here.
No.
Yeah, you talking about one of the past chat. It was like the second chat.
Yeah.
It was like the second live. But yeah, I did say that. And I said that I got a story.
Your own story.
Yeah, and it's a twist.
Tonight too.
What did I say? What did I say? Because you know what?
I'm not gonna do it like when you talking about when you married.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You know what? You do be listening.
Do it right now. We ain't gotta do it right now.
You do be listening.
You don't? Yeah, I do. But I'm gonna do a recap.
My story, but
I'm gonna clip it too.
But listen, here's the thing. You said that can't get it right, and if you hear can't get it right, this salute to you too. Like you say, you say can't get it right, have a story, and you like he got a story to where you wouldn't believe it because he got that much of a story to tell.
No, I'm saying
in a good way. Like he really went through something in his life.
Like if I tell you my story,
your story look like it's like, why are you talking?
Right.
I get what you're saying.
Right.
So on my end, when you say I have a story, so on my end is this the same way you say can't get it right, have a story, and it's like I really just want you to really hear can't get it right story, and you're gonna want to keep coming back to it. That's the type of story that I have. But here's the thing, and this is the thing about it, where people will be so surprised. There's just a twist to my story, and I'm telling you, it's very interesting, and it's so interesting until I always, you remember, I think I told you this. You remember that book? What was it? They turned it into a movie, 2 Shades of Gray, or 3 Shades, 4 Shades of Gray, something like that. Remember that movie?
Yeah.
Did you watch that movie?
No.
I never watched it either. But here's the thing: that movie went
about white people.
But listen, but if you ever listen to it, I didn't even really listen.
You read the book too? You probably.
I didn't do anything, but all I know is this: someone said it was so good it hit the #1 chart for months. But listen, I got a story that's similar to that, where it will seem like it's this way. 50 Shades of Gray. I see you down there. Think you can't get it right. 50 Grays of Shade, and I feel like the same way.
Let me find this movie right quick.
That's what I'm telling you. It was a twist to it, and I'm telling you, if you hear my story coming from a woman. Like you're saying, we can't get it right. That's a story. And it's like, damn, man, this story is unbelievable. And then you got a story on the woman's side that's now in such a serene, peaceful space until you'll be like, how the hell did you get here? And listen, not only that, I'm sitting here and just look at the camera at me. You see me sitting here talking to you?
No, I'm not looking at
okay, but okay.
I'm not on my laptop.
Oh, okay. So guess what? Anybody out there that's looking, anybody out there that's watching, if you sit in my parking lot, like you see how I'm just sitting here telling a story, and I'm telling you, this is how I always like to look. You can see the shoes. This is how I always like to dress. I just like, this is my. You can tell by now, this is just naturally me. And people were.
I said that 920 comments ago.
You're right, and that's what I'm saying. I'm just me. I'm just who I am. But guess what? If you hear how broken I've been for so long, but always knew how blessed I was and the things that I went through, including, just being stalked inside by someone. Just, I'm telling you, you'll be like, there's no way. Looking at her, no way you would think that she's been through something and she's not mental. And had literally nobody.
I think you got a story.
Yeah, and literally had nobody.
You got to say it tonight.
That's right.
You got a story too.
And that's what I'm trying to tell you. And this is a story where I would love to, at some point or another, talk to women, which I will. I just feel like sometimes if you could get to men and have them to understand like a woman's side, because y'all come and y'all understand me when I talk. And y'all can understand me when I talk, because we talking on a whole nother level. It's a difference when you're talking to a mate. Sometimes it's harder to get through to a mate. Sometimes, you get what I'm saying. But anyway.
Yeah, but when I hear you talk, I hear my mama talk sometimes.
Oh, really?
Yes, that's why I say.
What?
You got a story to tell. Yes.
Dang, now you know what that put me at in your life. That made me feel like good to hear you say that. You know what? Thank you, 400. You know what? And you know that you say that. I guarantee you, in your heart, that's probably have been a long time since you could say that about a woman other than your mama.
I'm not gonna cry on the phone online.
Damn, thank you for letting me know. You know what?
Yeah.
I feel that.
I feel like when I say, like, when you see me popping in and when I'm with my family and stuff, you remind me of, like, what I've been through, but where I'm at right now.
Right.
So when you show off and stuff, you showing off because of where you at right now.
Yep.
But everybody don't know everybody past.
Yep. And it's one.
I always say, I'm home.
Yeah.
I wasn't supposed to be here.
Yeah.
I'm home.
That's right. And I get you when you say that, because it's like I could feel everybody past like that. But you got some people in life where they honestly, they don't be forgiving people for past, or they don't get to the bottom of it, or they don't look at a person and say, yeah, you did this here. I don't believe you right now. Whereas in me, for a person like me, I clear the path. Like someone said it the other night. I allow people, and Larry said it. Larry said he allowed people to be right first. And he allowed, in other words, what he's trying to say is, it don't matter what he heard about someone. He allowed people to just be them. And he go to trusting them off the bat. He trusts them, and he give them all the chances. He say no matter what, he give them chance. And that's where sometimes it means a lot to someone when you can not look at them for something that they did. You could start over honestly in your mind and in your heart. You could start over with a clean slate. Because imagine, like right now, it's like I'm starting with a clean slate speaking to y'all. All my men, that's like a clean slate. You know why? Because I officially got to know. I see you, Eric. I officially got to know you off of what? Me just being naturally me. Just if I want to dance, damn it, I'm gonna jump for a second or two, and then I read your message. But I read your message one man at a time, and I read your message. And so that means I cleared the slate. That means I'm getting to know you for you. So guess what? You winning right now, and that's all you got to do.
Basically, yeah.
I mean,
you really winning.
Really?
Because back in the day, I just learned what a series was like 10 years ago. I didn't know they had seasons because I wasn't in the house like that.
Right. You got an interesting story. I can't wait for you to tell this. I can't wait for you to tell your story 200, 400. And you know what? I want to make sure that we tell Can't Get It Right story, but I also want to hear your story as well. So I think that we need to work on at least getting a story told, because it's time to break the ice, and you got to understand that you got stories that might be a worse story, But hear this, you got people that had those same type of worst things that happen, and that's a story.
Yeah.
But then you also have people like you that may not have had the worstest story as that person, but for you in your heart, that was the worstest time in your whole life. So your story has to be, it has to be just important. You know why? Because I'm sure with your story, it stopped a lot of movement in your life.
Yeah.
Whatever it was, it stopped a lot of movement, and it also brought you to this space. So what the point is,
Oh yeah.
your story is important. It's important just like that.
And what I said, 720 something unexpected. I say God
This man.
had to bring us all together.
That's right. And he still ain't through.
No, we're not done yet.
We still ain't through. We just, you know, we just got to push it a little bit more. We got to push this a little bit harder. We just got to get it in the algorithm. And guess what? You could best believe that right man coming through here, and it's gonna get pushed out there, and it's gonna be where a lot of men can come in and they can honestly talk and truly say how they feel about something. I don't give a damn if it's, I don't appreciate you took your dog in the store. That irks me, because any little, you know, anything can irk a person and push them overboard, because it's the small things that we need to start trying to take a hold of. The big things are so far out of control. You get to a point where you try to let those things work itself out. But when you got small things going on, guess what? Those are the things that we're supposed to tackle. Those are the things that we're supposed to try to get control of, because they're so small, we probably could do something to save it.
Yes.
So we focus, I think we focus on the wrong things.
Yes, but like I say, yeah, we can forgive.
Yep.
But I don't forget.
And never. Never. Long as you got a clear heart to never forget.
Yes.
See, it's a difference with, see, people need to understand there's a difference with forgiving and never forgetting.
Yes.
It's a difference when you're just.
That don't mean, maybe, hey, I forgive you, but don't talk to me. You get what I'm saying?
And guess what? And I still honestly didn't forgive you. That's why there are stipulations to talking to me.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
I ain't even think about that.
You got to think about that. Yeah, you got to think about that, because that's how you trap a person when they talking to you. Because when I go to talking to you,
how we get on the phone and talk for real.
Mm-hmm. And here's the thing with me. That's why I tell you, if you look at my videos, when I'm talking serious business, I'm talking literally serious business. And you see what you're doing right now. Now you understand what I mean when I tell you, I said, you know what, 400, that's why I like to go and deal with them cheating. I like to deal with them cheating man machines, slot machines when I go out to my casino, because you know we got to work on that channel eventually, but we got to get this right first. When I call that cheating man machines, and then you know when I do them videos about a day and they make me just pull out the claws on them, and you can look at me and tell when I'm, and honestly, lately 400 circle meter, you want me to be honest, if you go back to my videos from when I first started on YouTube, you are looking, guess what you're gonna say? I played no jokes, and I probably need to go back to, no, I said, I got to go back to my videos where I said exactly what I said. I meant what I said. And if it take me an hour and 20 minutes to give you this video, and the ones that can sit and listen to me for an hour and 20 minutes, damn it, this the ones that's supposed to be watching me. And so my point by saying that is this. Then I get on the phone with you, and you see how me and you talking right now. We talking serious business. And am I coming off too harsh to my men? Or this is a part of the process. This is a part of what we're supposed to do, and why you guys want to listen to me, because I know how to get this, that, but I also know how to talk serious business. And I want to talk serious business on a level where serious people, my men, where they understand. Because when I go to talk. Mm-hmm.
No, I'm listening.
No, go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead.
No, but I'm saying, it's like how they hear the laughter.
Mm-hmm.
And they see the faces, right?
Uh-huh. They don't know what's back there. You what now? What, 400?
No, y'all always see the laughter, but you don't see the crying.
Right. And then, so
you gotta comfort it to get to that.
Yep. And so when you watch me, what do you feel like you see when you watch me?
I feel like, honestly,
yes.
I feel like like I done seen folks. I done watched my mom go through a lot of shit, right? Excuse me.
No, go say what you got to say. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't hold it in like that.
And when I hear you talk how things play out, and how you moved on, and how you is now, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the way I am with my mom.
Right. Okay. But you was with your mom. Is your mom still living?
Yeah.
You talk to your mom?
Yeah, but it's a lot of things I really don't get into.
Do you talk to your mom now?
Yes.
At one point you didn't?
Yes.
At one point you didn't talk to her?
At one point.
Okay. No, you don't got to finish. That's the story you're gonna tell, because now I get it. I can put you together now. Okay. Okay, now I understand where you at. Okay. She on the other side of what I went through. You know what, 400? I want to hear your damn story. I'm not being, listen, and I'm going to tell you what got my foot itching. What got my foot itching is because you said, you remind me a lot of my mom. You remind me a lot of my mom of the way you talk and the way you talk now. And you said, I could tell you got a story to tell. You just remind me of my mom. And then when you summed it up to me and you said, yeah, you know, my mom is still living. And I talk to her now, but there was a time when we did talk, because you were about to say, I've been through a whole lot. And I asked her, wait a minute, have you always talked to your mom? And you said no. So right there, I want to hear that story, because you definitely in that area.
I would tell somebody,
and they wouldn't believe it.
I started talking to my dad.
You gotta wait. Okay.
2 stories, yes.
So you got that side with with me. You got that other side with me that say, but I was raised by my dad. But me being raised by my
No, I raised with my mom.
No. But me on my other side of it as being as
same
right.
Same
the
thing.
only difference is on my side of it being raised by my dad. The flip side of it, at some point, I had to go back to my mom. But guess what? I had to go back to my mom because my dad's wife was jealous of me and sent me back. And sent me back to my mom. And here's this. Okay. And then I stayed with my mom for 3 months and ran away. And really, the family seen me, but in spurts ever since. And I was about 17 and a half years old. And I knew nothing. Homeless. I went homeless. I never had told that story. I used to sleep in the car. Used to sleep in the car.
You got to tell it.
Yep.
When I went to prison, the only people who I knew were my mom's side, right? Nobody looked at me. When I took down, it was my dad coming through.
And that's the one you stayed away from.
Yes. The same thing.
So that's what I'm telling you. I'm glad that we did talk, because now it honestly, I want to hear Can't Get It Right story. Definitely. No, but wait.
KG got it real.
You know what? And here's the thing with me. For me, it also depends on where my energy is at with it. And I definitely want to hear Can't Get It Right. But where, because I haven't heard any of Can't Get It Right story yet, and just where my energy. Yeah. I can believe that. And that's why my head would need to be wrapped around something, because I can tell Can't Get It Right got a story to where it would even not gruesome, but it would even be like, damn, I can't breathe no more. I need to take a break right now. It'd be like that. So I would rather, you get what I'm saying? So I would rather hear I would rather adjust my mind until I hear the first.
That's when I was on this with like, I'm not trying to bump chest with nobody, right?
Right.
I'm just telling you my story.
That's right.
Once I got on YouTube, then everybody like, hey man, I did it. I'm like, brother, look, okay, that was you. But then you like, hey, 400 man, I feel what you talking about. Now we talking about real life.
Right.
I'm not trying to make up nothing to be on the internet. And the reason I don't show my face, because I got more things going on right now.
Right. You don't have to show your face. This is not what my channel about. My channel, I don't want you to show your face. I want you to be able to chat. And when you feel like calling in, because the thrill to it is for me is you were able to get it off your chest. I don't care how y'all looking at me enough. That's why it's my palace. Y'all get to look at me. Y'all don't got to worry about how nobody else look. All you worried about is somebody's voice, or you worried about what somebody typed. You don't know them unless you want them to know you. Other than that, I don't want to hear you. I don't want to see a picture of you. I want to get to know you how I'm getting to know you right now. You know why? Because that can be the most genuine friendship, whether people believe it or not, especially when you honestly in your heart can feel when somebody telling you the truth and they mean you no harm. And the Lord makes no mistakes. He wouldn't bring me together with people that can understand me. And guess what? I can, before y'all even finish the story, I probably can finish the story and say how you feel. But it's on my side of it. But guess what? I can still feel how it used to hurt you, and you're trying to really find a way to get it out.
Yes. That's why I say, especially dealing with the family.
Yep.
Is so much I let out.
Yep.
But
you don't get to the core.
Right.
You don't get to the core because they don't understand you, because they looking at who you are on the other side, and they're not taking their self out of the situation and saying, wait a minute, I don't want to be the sister, the mama, the wife, the girlfriend, the children. I want to be a stranger, but I want to be a stranger that you're comfortable with. I want to be a stranger. I want to be a stranger that you say, man, listen, man, if I want to say the F word right now, God damn it, don't hold it against me. If I want to call somebody a this or a that, don't hold it against me. Whatever I say, please don't hold it against me. And when I walk away, I want us to still be good. But you can't find that
right now. I wasn't trying to interrupt you.
No, go ahead.
But my baby girl right now, and she's 17, she still don't know I went to prison. She don't know nothing about that.
Yeah.
She don't know what. She don't know where she come from. Mm-hmm. Well, she ain't going back where I'm from.
That's right.
And they call her like 400 or something, right? Mm. She ain't got to experience all that.
That's right.
But we still do, for real. Because I went to therapy, and I started talking.
Still didn't help.
Real deep. But it just like...
You said did go real deep?
Yo, we went deep, but if I'm not talking to you, the same person, because I used to believe in just, now I just fight, right? Mm-hmm. But once I came home, I said, man, you know, from some of the stuff I've seen happening there.
Scary.
I ain't trying to go back in there.
Scary. It'll take your manhood from you.
Yeah. I said, man, I ain't finna go in. I ain't trying to go back there. But I just seen a lot of things, and I'm like, yeah, I was gang affiliated. But I'm not trying to sit down with them dudes no more.
Right. You know what?
I was blessed.
Ooh,
for real.
Yeah.
And I'm 6'3", light skin. Come on.
Just like that.
I had brothers went through the system, uncles, everybody, like, but it was my dad.
Right.
Came through fucking up. That put me on the ass, sit down, and we had to talk.
Right. And he helped pull you out?
No, we had a grown man conversation because I didn't even want to talk to him.
Okay. Oh, because of what you went through. Okay. And he wasn't there.
Yeah. No. My dad was there. Hold on. Like, I never knew my dad like that.
Okay, yeah.
But them bumped into each other and stuff, right?
Right.
But when I went to prison, he was the one coming through with the money.
Right.
He was the one doing this, make sure I was good.
Right. Right.
So, and then I got a whole nother family side that I ain't never met before.
On what side, the mom or dad?
Dad side.
Still haven't met him?
It was my dad's side. Because I grew up with everybody else that was on my mom's side.
Right. And so right now, you still haven't met them?
No, we done had family reunion, and that was their first time meeting me.
Okay.
And I brought my daughter down there. That was she like 7, 8 years old, whatever. But and they were like, well, why we never let him? And he said, please don't ask that. But he just know it was a respect.
Right.
Like, don't ask that.
Right. You know what?
And that's when I looked at him then, and I said, okay, so we're grown men now. And he take care of the grandkids for what he got now too. But I'm not gonna get mad at that because he take care of them, or he say, when that birthday they need some money or something like that. But you never gave that to me, but I ain't holding it against you no more. But I know when I was locked up, it was my other people.
Right.
Which I ain't know nothing about. And I was living good. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Wow.
That's why I say KG's story a little harder than mine.
I'm still interested in your story, though. I'm interested in knowing that. I'm interested in scheduling this story even more.
It really go back for real. It really go back a long time.
I'm interested in this story, and hopefully one day next week we can schedule this story. You heard me?
Yeah.
I said hopefully one day next week, if you up to it, we can schedule this story, or whenever you and KG decide to get it right.
But with mine, I think mine is like a little easier.
Yeah, of course. Of course, I can tell. And then can't get it right on the line. He know. I remember he told me just a few weeks ago he went through open heart surgery and got in an accident the same day. He was coming home. I don't forget nothing.
Yeah. And like when he was going through that, like KG hit me up and told me that. But that's a whole nother story. But I rock with KG.
Yes.
I rock with you. Like it just people tell me certain things. You know what to believe.
Right.
Not to believe. We ain't gotta go chest for chest by being the biggest gangster. I even laugh about some of the things I went through.
Right.
And just to keep a smile on my face. And laugh some of the stupid things we did when we were young. But we all went through that. So, and now we don't got on this live but I know you about what, 9 and behind?
Absolutely not. It's only like 3. There's no comments.
Oh, okay.
So we good. But you are stopping the chat, but it's okay because everybody listening to you. Ain't nobody new flew in. We got Can't Get It Right. He hollered out and said it was 50 Shades of Grey. You came in, you said Queen talking about me. That's when you had to call me and let me know. Yeah.
That was you know. See, Queen, you be so far behind, man.
No, I don't. But I haven't been tonight, and I haven't been earlier.
I don't even know about that no more.
But
I only know the recent thing, I think.
No, but okay. You know what I need to start doing? I need to start when I get to the answer. I need to start saying what it referenced to, because I be knowing what you're talking about. I forgot y'all don't be remembering.
You need to say this is what you need to say, Queen.
I know. Okay.
Tell us on that. Okay, next chat.
What happened?
And
wait, wait. What did you say? I needed.
You see Papa there like, hey, Queen. All right, love, bye. Shut up.
That's what you're saying. I need to start.
It's not bad what you're doing. It's not.
I know.
That's why I be picking at you. Mm-hmm.
And guess what?
I be like, oh my God, I'm going to sleep.
And be right there listening.
Yeah, but you won't read it for the next morning. So.
But guess what?
Good night.
Listen. But I still be going because you know why? It be somebody else on the line that done got interested in what I'm saying. But I got my men that honestly don't want to leave me. And then I got another one of my men that be done dropped in because it must be early. Because I'm so surprised that a couple of them haven't flew in. But anyway, and just imagine how they, imagine how they keep coming in and trying to get all territorial and stuff like that. And then the next new one come in, and then me getting to know all. Think about the fun part to this. Imagine how many personalities or persons I can know. And like pay attention to when they come in. And if you imagine if 50 of them was in the room, would I remember all 50 of them? Do you think I would if they came every day? Of course I would. And that's the thrill to me, because then I might be talking about something that you like, oh my goodness, what they talking about? But then I got 5 people over here that's interested in what I'm talking about. So guess what? That gives me all my personalities, because I like to that's how I act. I like to act just like that. All over sometimes I'll be like, okay, what did this one say? And it's interesting to me. That's probably why I always felt like I didn't fit in, because I honestly didn't. Because like, I'm going to tell you what it is. One of my cousins told me one day, I told her, I said, listen, I said, Tamika, I said, I want to know, why do you, when you get around other people, especially the family, I said, why do you act like me and you going through something? I said, I don't understand that. I said, you go to getting all cussing and the B word and all this stuff. This one I used to curse.
Well, shit punches out of head, but that's your family. But
no, let me tell you what I did. What she did to me, she told me something that made a lot of sense, but I had to hear her out though, and I had to have an understanding heart. But she said, I said, why do you act like when we get around people, why do you act like there's something going on between me and you, like we feud and stuff like that? And she was like, I said, you know what I'm saying? I said, why you act like me and you going back and forth, like you making me feel some sort of way? I said, and also, I said, I don't understand. I said, you get around people and go to cursing and stuff like that. I said, come on now, you making people feel like me and you, like we be feuding. So she stopped me in my tracks, and you know what she said? She said, you know what, cousin? She said, you right. She said, I apologize. She said, you know what? She said, I forgot. She said, I forgot that you are the type of person to where you turn it on and turn it off. And I looked at her and I was like, I was surprised to hear her say that. Why? Because I felt like she was old enough to know that. Like if I'm with my girls and I'm using profanity and we might say BHs and stuff like that amongst each other, because that's how the bro men do it. Women, we get like that too. If you're a real good woman and you really true, you know what is things you can do in front of women, but you're not going to do that in front of your children, and you're not going to do it in front of men. And my cousin was thinking that, my ex-cousin was thinking that it was okay to do that. And I'm like, no, you should always be in control, because are you going to talk and act like this in front of your children? So what made these knuckleheads any different? I mean, we got to, even if men, you can get out of line and disrespect each other, when we around other people, we need to make them respect us. Because if we start cursing and turning up like the way they do it, then they gonna feel like they could start talking that way to us, and then it's gonna piss me off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the point that I was making is, I know how to turn it on and off, I guess. You know what? You all see how many times you're going to call me tonight, 400 Circle Media. You're back on the phone again. Okay. You got us in a sentimental state. It shouldn't be no reason for you to call back again acting like this. You ain't no line to skip tonight.
Yeah, I ain't going to call back.
You could, if you want to call back, you could call back. Because
I call back if I say, skip.
By 400 Circle Media, I can't. Sometimes I try to hang up with this man like just the right way. No, by 400, no, that was ridiculous. I don't know what that man was talking about. He went to getting so long winded. I was hiding it. I had to start sucking on my lollipop. 400 Circle Media took me all out. I'm like, you know what? Why? Why 400 Circle Media? Why are you making me go this deep into my thoughts? He made me go totally deep into my thoughts just now. I'm like, come on, man. And then I got so deep into my thoughts, I was like this. I was trying to hide it from y'all. And then I'm seeing these big old earrings, which nobody have complimented me on my earrings yet. So what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to wear this again. I'm going to have to wear this same look again because I have gotten no compliments. And then you know what? The minute, yes, I'm using my lollipop as the mic right now. Nobody, when I tell you, I don't know where my Larry Boo is at, not one person have sent me a heart. I don't even know if anybody is there anymore. They so rude. I'll tell you, sometimes my men could be so rude to me. I told them I'm going to put them on punishment. Every time they be rude to me and they do stuff like this, and they allow people like Trouble to walk past and just take advantage of me, they open up the doors for those women to say, she doing a men only live and the men don't even show up. See, and I'm giving these men all the homage in the world. I have not gotten a response from 400 Circle Media. I mean, say not 400, because I just got off the phone with his long-winded self, and he loved to say I'm long-winded. Anywho, I have not heard from Insatiable. I have not heard from Can't Get It Right. Last when he said 50 Shades of Grey is the name. Thank you, Can't Get It Right. And then Eric came in. Hey there, God, Eric. I definitely appreciate you. He said, what's up? Got and said, hey there, TQ. He was telling me, hey again. And from that, that's all I could do. I just got off the phone with 400 Circle Media. And 400 Circle Media, if anybody want to call, the phone number in the description. However, I was on the phone with 400 Circle Media, and you would not believe this man yet again. He's the main one in the chat that always says, oh, no this, oh, no that. See, look at him down there. He's trying to be conceited. It was a good combo, but did y'all notice? He took over the chat. So the chat basically is he calling in, and then he calling in, and then if you notice, he's taking over the chat. He took over the whole conversation. He can't say, now you see how I'm talking to you right now, but you notice I get on the phone. You see how quick I did that? You didn't even notice I had a lollipop this big. You know why? Because 400 Circle Media, he pretty much was taking me out. He was taking me out. You know what? Thank you, 400 Circle Media. I definitely appreciate you for that. 400 Circle Media say, good convo. Then he said, Lord, chat blame. Lord, chat blame me. I have no choice but to blame him. I don't know what he's going to do. I got to see what day I'm going to schedule my chat, because I don't know why my chat room low. My chat room at least be a lot more people than this. But they coming. I don't know. Wait, I don't know. You know what? Is it something special tonight? Because this seemed like it's kind of late. Is it late? Let me see what time it is. Because I could have been out somewhere. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. It's 10 p.m. Hmm. Where it? You know what? 400 Circle Media. See if you can send me a message. Just put the just send me a check mark. And I'm saying send me a check mark because I'm wondering, am I not getting my messages or something? Oh, okay. Okay, 400 Circle Media. Good night. And because I did forget that you are old man. Remember you said you're an old man. So good night, old man. Thank you for the heart. Thank you for the chat. Thank you for the phone conversation. I'll see you tomorrow night. Good night, 400 Circle Media. 400 Circle Media say 9 is late from him. Go to bed. Get you some rest. You know, old people supposed to be in the bed earlier than this. So get some rest, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. And plus, I forgot you were sick this week, so I'm glad you're feeling better. Good night. I think I'm gonna say good night too. And the night is actually pretty young. I don't really know if I feel like going anywhere. I really don't feel like going anywhere, but I don't know if I feel like staying on my chat and just eating my lollipop. And I'm not being funny. Because I can sit right here and I can literally just eat my lollipop, watch myself, get out the mirror, listen to somebody talk, listen to the music. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sit right here. And eat my lollipop that fell off the stick. I hate stuff like that. Like, how would that just fall off the stick like that? And this lollipop probably was a whole $1. Insatiable. Hey, Insatiable. Insatiable say, I'm here listening. I did say something at the top. You surely did. You know what, Insatiable? That you know you always make sure you just sit right there and listen. And I'm so glad that you do that. Because that be that calming side again. And it's like, thank you, Insatiable. And then you see how you creeped in. And I'm sitting here, honestly, I'm honestly sitting here like I might be by myself. And if you notice, I was literally sitting here eating my lollipop. And then it popped off the stick. It really, and I was just sitting here and I said, you know what? I wonder if I should leave. I wonder if I should end my chat or should I wait? And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to sit here and I might not do anything. I might not leave the chat. I might not do nothing. I might decide that I just want to sit here and look at my chat and see who just fly in and who fly out. And such but say, I sent you emojis. Oh, you did? It ain't come through. I don't see it. George Witcher. Queen Dee Dee said it. It's from Huntsville, Alabama. Hey, George. How you doing, George? You know one thing about George. George always fly in, and George always have to remind me that he from Alabama. And you know what, George? I'm glad I didn't go. I was saying, you know what? I'm getting ready to end my live. I was like, nobody is here. So I just sat here eating my lollipop, knocked the lollipop off the stick. And then Insatiable said something. But how are you doing, George? How's everything going? George, I know the last time I talked to you, I asked you what's the food in Alabama, and you really couldn't tell me nothing. Yes, one. George said one lucky lollipop, just one. Because I couldn't eat no bag of chips, because if I was eating a bag of chips, what would happen? You'll hear me crunching on the chips. Well, what happened, George, was I was actually on the line talking to 400 Circle Media, and 400 Circle Media took over the call. He took over the call because the number now is down in the chat, so you can call if you want to talk. And 400 Circle Media took over the call, and I got so into the conversation, I started eating on my lollipop as if it was popcorn. So, yes, one. I dedicated this lollipop, I think, to, I want to say it was Larry the other night, but I didn't open it. So when 400 Circle Media took over my whole call and then rushed me in the chat, it made me eat one lollipop. And I got to stop just like that, because if I don't, the whole thing comes off the stick. But 400 Circle Media say, damn, my queen, I thought you was gone. Wait a minute. 400 Circle Media, I thought you was gone night. You just said good night. How did you come back? What happened? So you telling me I need to stop talking about people when they're not around? I was literally 400 Circle Media. I thought you was going to bed because you said you was old, and you only 44 years old, and you talking about you say you old, and 9 o'clock is late for you. Now, how did you end up back in this chat? Something is wrong. George said, I'm doing great. I'm jealous of that lollipop. You know what? Don't be jealous of that lollipop. You know what you need to do? You know what you could do? I'm gonna get me a P.O. box, and I'm gonna put my P.O. box in the description. Next time, send me a lollipop. Mail it to my P.O. box. I'll show it off for you. Insatiable said it's under 400. I didn't see it. You know what I think happened? It's just like a couple other people said the same thing. Remember, Larry said that last night as well. Larry said that he messaged me, and he even screenshotted it and he even copied and pasted it, and I never got it. So you know what you could do? If you can, copy and paste it and put it back in the chat, and I'll make sure I address it. Y'all can't hear that song? I know y'all got to be able to hear it. It's corny and it's boring. And you could tell I wasn't into that song. I don't even understand what they're saying. I don't know if I like that song. Anyway, 400 Circle Media say, I just turn over. So you never was leaving. George said, what's been going on? Well, George, nothing has been going on. I mean, it's been the same thing, different day, a little bit of, you can prosper a little bit, and you can handle certain things some days, and then other days you kind of let it go. And you know how you see how it's just all over the place just now? That's just how it is, George. That's what's been going on. That's why you was able to fly in and said, dog, I feel like watching this old comedian right here, because I'm honestly not a comedian. It's just naturally who I am. It just comes off like, what is wrong with this lady? Nothing. But I am glad that you flew in, George, and you let me know that you didn't forget about this airport. Insatiable. Ooh, thank you, Insatiable. Insatiable sent me a teddy bear first. Oh my goodness, thank you, Insatiable. This man always know when I need a hug across the air. Thank you. And he gave me a pineapple, a candle, wine. Oh my God, what is that, ice cream? Is that ice cream or is that some more kind of something? Whatever it is, it looks interesting. It look more interesting than anything. Just because I don't know what it is, that makes it interesting to me. And then I like the fact that it's right next to a green apple, a purple heart, and then another green heart. That's just messy right there. I'm telling you, Insatiable, you know one thing I've noticed, Insatiable notice, because he like this too. Insatiable know that I'm dead serious about these emojis. Don't you, Insatiable? You know that I really look into these emojis. I like that butterfly and I like that white bird, and I like how you ended it with that white, especially with my white tonight. That's dedicated to you, Insatiable. George said, looking very indigenous and beautiful. That color looked mighty good on that pretty chocolate skin tone. Thank you, George. I definitely appreciate that. And then you know what I decided? I don't know what made me just go this color, but I'm happy with it. George also sent me, you know what, George, you was thinking about that too, weren't you? George just sent me a red heart, a purple heart, a red heart, a purple heart, and another red heart. You know what? Thank you, George. George, what made you fly in and start sending hearts like that? And then the fact that you sent those hearts, and look, no joke. What I got on pretty much. Really? Thank you. And it pretty much can mesh with what you sent me. Thank you, George. I appreciate that. You are insatiable. Y'all definitely on the roll. Y'all are definitely on the roll with these hearts. And one thing about it, when I look at, I don't know, I just like to look at my emojis because it makes me, I don't know, it just makes me feel like you really like, especially when you see the emojis and you like put a thought into it. Because most people just take emojis and just send them off. Oh, ice cream. Oh, that's ice cream. I thought it was ice cream because it looked like it's in a white cup, like in a chocolate scoop. Mm. Thank you, Insatiable. I definitely appreciate you sending me that ice cream because I guess when I look at it from the way you sent it to me, I kind of see where, look at it, it kind of will be befitting of me because you got the white on the outside, and then you got the chocolate face. And you can see my face. You can see this is my face. No, I haven't had no Botox and all of that stuff. And so when I'm looking, that's why I said, what is this? I said it. And you know what I did say that to? I said, you know what? I say, I don't know what it is. It looked like ice cream, but I don't know what it is, but it looks interesting. And I knew it did look interesting. And it looks like a white cup, which is my white. And then it looked like my brown face in the middle. Mm. Thank you, Insatiable. You get so sweet at times. That's all the time. And you know what, George, I want to say something again. Thank you again for coming in. And like you said, you showing some love. And I don't know if you know what type of love you're really showing, but you also sent me a purple heart. And just in case you didn't remember or you weren't paying attention last time, purple is very, very special and meaningful to me. So thank you for flying in because you took some time to get here to see me tonight. And you showed me some real love by giving me a purple heart. See, I never get to really show y'all everything that I really have on, do I? So you can better believe, you know what? And I did come to that conclusion what I'm going to do. And I've said this a numerous times. Yes, how did you know I was Geechee? Did we talk about that last time? Because it's been a couple of weeks since I've seen you, George. I want to know, how do you know? How do you know I'm Geechee? I would like to know that. Anyway, let me go back up. George said, I had to go back to that again, George, because I just appreciated that so much, whether you believe it or not. George said, I'm looking indignant and beautiful. And he just loved that chocolate skin. Whew. Yes. Y'all know how I get in. Did y'all know that's Kodak Black? Yes, George, I am. And I know I skipped the chat, but I seen George down there. I had to pay George a little bit of homage because George is the one that we haven't seen in a couple of weeks. And we do want to know why, but we ain't going to ask him that. But anyway. And did I get any kind of hearts or anything? Do y'all know what it take me to do my little dancing for free? Do y'all know what it take for me? And not one person sent me a heart. I see a 100. What does that 100 mean? What does this 100 mean? What happened to the hearts? Did y'all not appreciate all the work that I just put in for y'all? Y'all better show me some love. I'm going to have to put this crew on punishment. Anyways. Oh, Insatiable. I did call that one out. That's the one that I love because it ended in the two whites. Yep, I seen that one. But why I didn't pay attention that it was an ice cream there? Huh. I don't remember. I don't know why I didn't remember that. Okay. George said, looking very, not back to that again. Insatiable said ice cream. For a second, me to say queen, hearts, love. I just fell asleep. Sorry, I missed. This man always acting like listen, he gonna get back up in the next 2 or 3 minutes and answer a question, watch, or he gonna call me. Anyway, George said, are you Gullah Geechee? Yes, I am, Mr. Gullah you. George also said, you from South Carolina? Yes, I am. I'm from Charleston. Boop, boop. George also said Kodak Black, fire. This one is future. See, I can't even get to my last message. Watch this now. I guarantee you. Watch this. He don't even give nobody else a chance to call. Watch. 6-2 Queen.
Hey, Queen. I just had to get up and take my blood pressure, baby.
Okay.
And I said, well, let me go ahead and say something. And then I'm like, she already 6 comes behind. And I just said, good night, Queen.
So wait.
Good night, Chad.
Wait a minute. So you came online just because you really wanted to skip the line. It's only 2 people ahead of you.
Yeah.
And you want
Queen. I try to show support. Queen, you got me trained. Like I am tired.
Listen, would you please go to bed? I'm trying not to hang up on you because I know you're going to bed. But no, any other time I have to hang up on you.
I'm going to bed.
Good night, 400 Circle Media. 400 Circle Media had to call. He had to get on our chat line and call just to say he going to bed. And it's only 2 comments ahead of him. And he skipped the line for 2 comments. Good night.
Queen.
Yes.
Queen.
Yes.
Queen, hold on 1 second. Okay. 2 comments.
No, don't say it.
30 minutes. 30 minutes. 30 minutes. 5. Salute, Queen.
No. You know you're not gonna get away just like that. You're not gonna get you're not. This is how I'm gonna get away. No, I had to hang up on him. He's not gonna just get the last laugh like that. This man is just ridiculous. What are y'all gonna do when these men look in the description and see that they could call me, but they're gonna talk to me live right now? What are y'all gonna do then? Because you see what he just did. He skipped the line. It was only 2 comments at the time. It was George mentioning Kodak Black. And then George's next comment would have been, I got family in St. Petersburg. So George is letting me know he got family in Florida. But George still haven't told me, why did he ask me about South Carolina? I would like to know that, George. Tell me, George. And you know what I want to say also, George? Make sure you hit the like button on your way messaging me. Make sure, like, share, comment. And if you out there in my parking lot, I know y'all out there watching me. And again, I cannot get this one spiel out of my head. I see you, Georgie boy. I'm coming down there in just a minute. Anyway, for everybody who's out there in my parking lot and you guys are seeping in, looking at me, if you want to act like you at a drive-through movie theater, okay, go ahead. I definitely appreciate you kind of swinging by, even though you didn't land and let me know you was available to chat. It's okay. I definitely appreciate you still being out there for me. You little parking lot pimps, you. And thank y'all for making me feel like I'm some sort of actress, even though I'm just being me. I'm not a damn actress. I'm just me. But at the end of the day, I definitely appreciate you and appreciate you, and I do everybody else's too. I got one request. Would y'all please make sure y'all clean my damn parking lot up before you exit to right or the left, whichever one you go. Take your trash with you, take all your debris, take all your stuff, take it with you, go about your business, and don't leave it in the parking lot. And then I'll see y'all tomorrow. But for now, let's enjoy these last few minutes here, because George done flew in and George just want to talk. But George ain't gonna call me on the phone, but George want to chat with me, but he don't know what he want to say. So anyway, it's understandable, but it gonna get to a point George gonna say, I'm calling now. I'm gonna skip the line too. Because George like to talk, you could tell, and I love it. Thank you, Georgie boy. George said, I got the floor tonight. George, you better take advantage of this free time. Anyway, because me dancing and stuff like that, when I go, like the way I like to get up and start dancing too, I'm telling y'all right now, in my second membership, that's where the dancing is going to come from. Like when I even get up out my seat and start dancing. And no, everybody that know it and whoever's watching, you don't have to necessarily be twerking. You don't have to do stuff like that. It's a way that you could dance and you could really feel different moods. And just for me, it'd be more of not necessarily an exercise for me. It's just be a more of how I feel. However I feel like moving or hitting in that moment, that's what I do. And a lot of times I like to do it with my heels on. No joke. And so that will be in the next one. And hopefully down there is where I'm going to read where George was telling me why he was inquiring on whether or not I was a Geechee. And whether or not I know how to make any kind of Geechee dishes, or whether or not I talk like that too. Because I ain't been doing it. Anyway. And I'm glad you got family in St. Petersburg. But also tell me where you're at now. George said, future. Insatiable said, I see you have a kitty. Ooh, you know what? You better be glad I see when my cat rolled across my screen back there, because I would have been saying, hold on, Insatiable, hold on. Hold on, insatiable. Did you just say anything about a kitty? I'm telling you, that's what I would have said then. But because I paid attention and I was like, okay, he has to be talking about the cat that was spacing the floor. See, for me, it'll be stuff like this in my other in the second membership. The reason why, because that's just honestly, it is just what it is. It's a different level to me. It's something, it's another side to me where I show where I really like have fun. Or I really am just honestly doing and being me. I don't know why I ain't never have no reality show. My it's it's just weird. It's so weird with me. If I had a camera, if I had a camera that followed me everywhere, y'all will say, wait a minute, this lady don't tell a story. First of all, this is how she this is how she really act. Is this really this woman? And you're gonna say, yes, don't you see it in front of the damn camera? And then you're gonna say, yeah, that's really her. But what you're gonna also see is you're gonna also see where no matter where I go at, I stop the whole. I mean, it's like I can't get out of places. If I run in somewhere and I'm supposed to be in there just a couple minutes, I could never leave out. So I'm like, why am I not getting paid for like stuff? Because it's horrible. And yes, insatiable right there. His name is Friendly. And I call him scary ass friendly. Because he acts so friendly, but yet scary as hell. I don't know how they do that, but they make that make sense. Anyway, thank you, Insatiable. Thank you, Insatiable, that gave me the white heart, the white candle, and the white bird, and the purple, and the lime green. And you know what, Insatiable? I'm going to be honest with you. I looked at that, and I could tell you put some thought into that. You know why? I wonder what in you said, I'm not giving her a red heart on this one. And you kept it at, when I say as far as like the spiritual colors for me, I would say you hit those on the head. White, purple, and green. And it almost triggered me because I'm like, I almost literally in my mind, I had my mind, even though I'm looking and I only see 3 color hearts, my mind was looking at where's the red heart. But guess what? You didn't put a red heart there. And I appreciate that. Anyway, George, I remember you told me that's where you was from. Yep. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, yeah, because I remember we were talking about me being from Charleston and the Geechee and all of that stuff. So you know what? So I get what you're saying, but you had to come back in and come on, George. You had to come back in and ask me that question again. That's why I was like, it was kind of confusing because in one part of me, I know that the last time we spoke, we talked about where I was from. And then this time you come in and you're like, you a Geechee? I'm like, because I know you can't hear the Geechee accent. You ain't going to hear the Geechee accent unless I start talking like that. You better know it. George also said, you're in North, Central, or South Florida. I'm in South Florida, George. George said he's right now you're in Huntsville, Alabama, North Alabama. Are you planning on staying there, Georgia? Or are you trying to reside somewhere else? And you know what I want to ask you, George? Because the topic was supposed to be, have you ever been stalked by an ex-girlfriend before? And I didn't even, I told, 400, listen, answer me this, George. 400 Circle Media told me that I should do, he said that I should do topics. He said, when I come on, I should do topics. So I rebutted him and I told him, I say, a topic, I don't know how to stick to a topic. The reason why I don't know how to stick to one topic, I said, because all my men come in, they talk about something different. Depends on what you message me is what the topics is in that moment. Because when I read your message, I see something totally different, or I heard something different. Whatever it was, that's a new topic for me. See? And so do you think I should do topics? Because the topic tonight was supposed to be, have you ever been stalked by an ex? Do you think I should do a topic, or do you think I should continue to do what I'm doing? Tell me what you think. Let's see. Insatiable said, George, I'm in Tuscaloosa. Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. So I wonder, so how far apart are those areas? George also said, what are your favorite South Carolina Gullah Geechee dishes you like to cook? Do you speak the language? Yes, I do speak the language. It ain't even a language. Well, yeah, it's broken English. But yeah, and my favorite dish, to be honest with you, my favorite South Carolina dish, my favorite Geechee dish is red rice. It's red rice and sausage and fried spot tail bass and some light bread with some hot sauce. Or another one of my favorite dishes is it's called herring fish, and it's herring fish and rice, like cooked up together with your peppers and stuff. Oh my goodness. And then of course, growing up, eating crabs, because you know everybody, if you from Charleston, you eat them damn crabs. North Charleston at that. You eat those crabs, man, and there's people where you go there and you can okay, so one of my neighbors, they were living next door to me. And okay, that sound good to you. One of my, which one, the red rice and the spot tail bass or the herring fish? Anyway, and I know how to make both of those. And I know how to make shrimp and grits, all of that good stuff. Cube steak. My daddy used to like to make cube steak and mashed potatoes and cabbage, or cube steak and rice and cabbage. And that right there, my friend, insatiable, that's trouble. And I got a feeling they're about to get in trouble. I promise you. And trouble weighs about 36 pounds. Yes. And he's very bougie and biggity. Anyway, but my neighbors next door used to cook crabs literally every day. If not every day, I'm going to say every other day. I love those hearts. I'll be down there in a minute to get to those. I love those. That brightness came through after I see such a subtle color from Insatiable. And then you came through, George, with this brightness. It brought it back out like you still got the power. Just keep going, girl. That's a sunflower. And I got on red. I'm going to come down there to you. Anyway, so as I became an adult, so about maybe 2 years ago, I went back home and I visit. And I went over to one of the neighbors' house and I said, oh, I said, you know what? I've been meaning to tell y'all. I've been meaning to tell y'all that I don't like the way when I come over to y'all house now, y'all be having me to the door waiting to come in and don't even be inviting me in. I said, I don't know why y'all don't be inviting me in. I said, I know this house still smell like crabs. I know it sounds funny, but you know, we could talk to each other like that. But at the end of the day, it did. So I'm like, y'all been having this same trailer ever since I've been a little girl. Before I didn't even know the damn trailer. I grew up and the trailer was already there. And you ain't invite me into this old trailer. Ain't nothing but a double wide. And I know y'all got the whole trailer been smelling like crabs ever since I was a little girl. Ever since I was a little girl, that house was known to go get crabs. And then across the street is where we used to go and get our muscadines. Yes. I mean, it's little stuff like that, y'all. But anyways, man, I'm so glad y'all show me this attention because I like to show y'all attention too. Thank you, George. And also thank you, Insatiable. Anyway, George also said, oh, Insatiable said, my kitty's right here. Okay. So you got your kitties with you. George said, what? Insatiable. My name, Tuscaloosa, is named after Chef Tuscaloosa. What? And then George said, I'll be here. However, I love to. Okay, he'll be staying in Alabama because I asked him, was he planning on moving? He said, no, I'll be here. However, I love to visit Florida again. I've been in Panama City and Tallahassee. Okay, so it sounds like you kind of can, you know, your way around Florida a little bit. And I'm kind of confused when you say my name, Tuscaloosa, is named after Chef Tuscaloosa. Huh. Okay. Joy say it's your show, do you? Thank you. And you know what, George? And I'm glad that you said that because you know what? Just me being me, it's not even like I'm doing a show. It's just me. And it's like I'm just, you see how he round my shoes? I'm telling y'all they're gonna get in trouble. Just look. See, I got a pair of shoes right there. And then I got my two right there. I had those on earlier today. I had those on night before last. And then the other ones, I probably had those on earlier in the week, like Monday. But see how they over there around the shoes. Now you're gonna now, watch. Just listen, y'all gonna hear something fall because what that one cat Friendly, he stays in trouble. Friendly is gonna jump up there where he see my pillow. You see that pillow right here? See that pillow say blessed, and he gonna jump up there and he gonna knock that pillow down, and then that pillow gonna knock this box down. This box is the first box for this. When I learned how to record off my tripod, I couldn't get no help, and I had to figure out how to use the tripod. I'm like, matter of fact, I didn't even know what the tripod was. If you go back and look at one of my videos, I did this. I got the tripod, and I even did a video learning how to put the tripod together in that moment. That's why my videos, I don't watch my videos before I look at them. I watch them right then and there. And that's the same thing. I didn't even pull the tripod out the box. I just went to opening the box. Never did it before. And did a tutorial just like that. And I sucked. But when I got that tripod to working, it was, matter of fact, it was my smaller one. But that one right there from the box, I had that tripod at least maybe about 2 years ago. And it just sat in the box and I never even realized what it was because I was looking for someone to help me edit my videos. But anyway, back to the point. So that's why that box is sitting there. That pillow is to let me remind me that I am blessed and I need to keep that mindset set. And that pillow, that box right there is from the tripod that when I really understood what I was doing, like recording and stuff like that. And I still didn't understand. Honestly, I still don't know. That's why y'all get all natural me. Because I honestly still don't know what I'm doing. I just know what I like about me and I know what I want to do. So you know what, George? I don't know. I got long-winded on that one, but you'll be okay with listening. But George, you know what? I don't know, George. You're kind of making me say, what's wrong with George? Okay, George, I like that. George say, I got a conversation that need to be had, and I appreciate that. And just like George said, it's my show. I do what I want to do. Because George say, you know what? Whenever he get a chance, boom, boom. Ain't you gonna do this, George? You're gonna come right in, land, and you're gonna stomp the ground, and then you're gonna kick the dust up when you're ready to go. But you're gonna make sure it ain't too smoky when you leave out. I definitely appreciate you coming in tonight, George. George also said about 3.5 to 4 hours apart. Oh, okay, so that's how far apart he is from Insatiable. George said, I need that. That sounds good. Yep. And guess what? Kool-Aid. All them dishes in Carolina. Oh, I had to pop my lips on that, and I can't stand lip popping. But listen, I'm telling you, my favorite dish is that red rice and sausages and spot tail bass. And you know what another one of the dishes is? I mean, I don't know if you want to hear about it, but you already asked the question. So and if y'all notice, this music like suck. Cause y'all know normally I be done bounced around. That is exactly how I be feeling. So anyway, yeah, sometimes I have to bounce around just to kind of like get it out. Cause I could be sitting here working. And then that's why I like to hear my music. Cause sometimes y'all, as you could tell, my mind might go so deep into just my own thoughts. And sometimes I be needing to kind of break up the monotony. So that's also why I keep the radio on. To be honest with you, so I keep the radio on, something like that, just so I can make sure my mind kind of stay balanced. Anyways, George said, I need it. That sounds good. I like those hearts, and I'm mentioning it again because those hearts really are intriguing, especially after getting such subtle and sweet, gentle, loving hearts from Insatiable. George also said Charleston, South Carolina has a lot of deep history over there. Ooh, you know what, George? I was talking to my cousin. Mm, mm. I'll be down there. I kind of see some of it, George, but my cousin told me, and she ain't no ex-cousin yet, but she told me, she said, something happened and her mom was saying, oh, so and so kind of like got an evil spirit, or they always got something going on, hidden secrets and stuff. So she said, I see him down there. He's a team. He'll be in there. Give him 1 second. 1 second, a team. I see you just flew in. Yes, I give you that type of homage. Give me 1 second. Anyway, my cousin was telling me that, yeah, you're talking, but where we're from, that whole area, they got a lot of evil hidden secrets. Like, why do you think when our age generation leave from home, we don't bring our asses back? I mean, and that's a lot of that's really, it's not just that town, but it's, if you was raised up in areas, a lot of times people leave the hometown areas and they don't get back. They don't go back. But the point of the matter is, though, her mom was trying to throw stones, trying to call somebody younger evil and stuff like that. And my cousin basically was saying, no, this whole town evil, like, if that makes sense. And you hit it on the nose, so you understand what I'm saying when I make that statement, George. George also said Indian Chief Tuscaloosa. George say we're gonna kick it. That's right. George say I love to go there and visit and try the food there in South Carolina. You real stuck on South Carolina too. So have you ever been to Myrtle Beach? Have you ever been to Myrtle Beach? George said my sister was there 3 or 4 years ago during the tail end of Black Bike Week, but wasn't there for that. My sister was there 3 or 4 years ago. You know how my, now see, this is what I'm trying to say, George. When you make a statement like that, now typically I would say, George, would you look in the description and give me a call? Because honestly, I would have wanted you to elaborate. I am just that nosy. If you willing to, I want to know what you mean. You said my sister was there 3 or 4 years ago during the tail end of Bike Week, but wasn't there for that. Like, what that mean? That's weird. Give me 1 second, George. Insatiable said, good night. God bless, beautiful queen. Oh my goodness. You know what? Thank you so much, Insatiable. I definitely appreciate you riding with me tonight. I mean, it did make me feel so cozy. And you know what I want to say too? I definitely appreciate you beginning, ending, and closing this night out with all my hearts. Let me say my heart, my candle, and my bird. Because if you don't know, all three of those things are really attached to me right now. Finding the Lord in my heart, keeping that candle lit, and watching them birds guide me if I can. And you know what? And it's all white. Thank you so much, Insatiable. I'll see you at the next live. And if you decided that you want to join back in, you can. And if you decide you want to call, you can. And you don't have to be online to call. Or you see my number in the description. Talk to you later. A team of no one. Hey, that team of no one, how you doing? Team said, hey, Queen. And he gave me 2 hearts. You know what? Y'all really do know that I honestly love my hearts. I was telling all the men, I said, you know, if I was to get hearts from my men on Valentine's Day, that would make me feel so special. I promise you, I would be like, I honestly, I would be okay with that. Even if my hearts are just emojis. I'm not kidding. I am literally not kidding. That's how grateful and appreciative I am. And I'm not kidding. Where are you at, a team of no one? How have you been doing? How have you been doing? And listen, I think I did wait a pretty good time. I did, you know what? And it might have been for a good reason. Because a team of no one kind of flew in and propped down and kind of caught me by surprise for a second. Because I was just saying, I need to go. And then something said maybe I shouldn't go. So I don't know. I'm battling. Should I stay online or what? Anyway, George said she didn't know that it was Black Bike Week. Okay. She guessing were to go on vacation and she chose South Carolina. She doesn't know anything about Black Week. Oh, okay. You know what? My mind went back to them hidden secrets in South Carolina. My mind went to them hidden secrets, and I'm like, oh my goodness, like, what did your sister uncover? No, your sister was green. Your sister didn't uncover anything. She didn't know anything to uncover. That's what you're trying to say to me. But it's my mind. I told you how far my mind be going. My mind be like, whoa, like, what happened? What George's sister done did? And what secrets do she know? And she was only passing through. A team of no one say, I'm good. How are you? I'm good, a team of no one. Thank you so much for flying in, landing, and making sure that you were seen. How have your week been? How's everything been going with your week? And are you ready for the weekend? And I wonder, would it be a whole lot to ask? Do you have plans for the weekend? That's the good part right there. Because you know what? When you have to work Monday through Friday, and then you probably get off work late Friday, and then you try to do everything you could Saturday, and then do you really, really get rest on Sunday? So how more tired do you be than when you got back up, than when you left Friday, and now that you've gotten back up Monday, do you still be tired? I used to be tired. And now I be even more tired. I'm gonna be honest. Because it's very, very tiring. But thank you for asking, a team of no one. I'm doing okay. And you know what? A team of no one say, well, a plane just crashed into a house in Philly. So it all over here. So it all over the place. A team of no one. And you know what? Hey, her team of no one. Listen, you got to invite your sister back. You got to make sure you tell me that tell your sister I want to welcome her back on the panel. I want to talk to her. and don't have the regular job. So no, I'm never. I don't have a regular job, so I'm never. You know what? It's just the fact that I could talk to my men and y'all just say, and I like that. I like the fact that you didn't try to act like you had more or act like you was big balling or anything like that. You just straight up said, you saying, I don't have a regular job. So I'm never tired. So I'm never tired. And you told the hot damn truth. You told the hot damn truth in the whole world of the hot damn nation. Thank you, hot damn it. Thank you so much, a team of no one. You and see, listen, that's what I was telling 400 Circle Media today. It's little things like that. It's that little type of acknowledgement to show you that, you know what, I appreciate you just keeping it real, just like that. It's that type of not necessarily acknowledgement, but it's that type of saying, dang, she really paid attention to me even saying that. Yeah. And not because you don't have a regular job. I paid attention to the fact that you didn't try to sugarcoat it. You didn't try to do like a lot of people do on social media. They slamming and bamming and knowing good well. That's not the lifestyle that they're really living. That's not the lifestyle they're living in, because you came in and you was like, and I don't have a regular damn job. And nobody, I'm never tired. So you know what? Thank you, a team of no one. And a team of no one, I hope you heard me when I said that I want you to invite your sister back. I want you to invite your sister back to one of the lives, but I want you to let me know. Well, you don't really got to let me know. I remember her. So I want you to make sure you invite her back to the live. Tell her, I want to talk to her. Tell her it was so uneven the other day because I was so far behind in the chat, which I know it wasn't my fault, but they'll blame me anyway. And I wasn't able to formally meet her. So I definitely want her to come back and land in the platform so she can sit on the throne while she in my chat. Tell her, being that I'm inviting her as a guest, she don't have to leave a tip in the tip jar. But she can if she wants to. And you know what? I want to thank 400 Circle Media. I want to thank Can't Get It Right. I would like to thank Insatiable. I would also like to thank George. I would like to thank a team of no one. And I'm just real thankful. And I want to tell y'all, I definitely appreciate y'all coming and joining the live tonight. And I want to thank everybody that's in my parking lot. You know, all those parking lot pimps out there, even the ones that wasn't invited. But as long as you got the opportunity to see the queen. See there? So you should be saying thank you. And you should be hitting the like button, because you probably shouldn't be sitting there anyway, but I applaud you for taking some sort of a chance. And for anybody else sitting in my parking lot, thank you so much for flying in, sitting in the parking lot, being a parking lot pimp. And I'm going to definitely appreciate you for when you exit the building, the left or right, take all your trash with you. Please don't leave all that trash out there in my parking lot. If you're going to fly in like that and treat me like I'm a movie theater, at least keep my grounds clean. Do I come to your house and mess up stuff? No, I don't. Anyway, who else do I want to tell thank you for the night? I don't know. And then the team of no one say, maybe she will. Maybe she won't. Wait a minute. A team of no one say, maybe she will. Maybe she won't. My sister do whatever she want to do, whenever she want to do it. Yes, you know why she's doing whatever she want to do whenever she do it? Because she got all y'all damn brothers. She's so damn glad to be away from y'all. She like, whoo, you know what? And I know it's all in love too. But when I wasn't around my brothers, I used to be like, it wasn't nothing to do, to be honest with you. I was so trained that things that you just don't do, you don't damn it do it. My brothers weren't playing that either way it go. My brother's like, I don't live a damn. And one of my brothers is only 11 months. He like 11 months older than me, something like that. And then the other brother is probably damn 24 months older than me, something like that. I don't know. All I know is I didn't play those type of games. When they said no, it was no. You don't get to go back and forth. But and then here it is. A team of no one is one of those people that honestly, he really said how he really feel. And if I ever talk to him on the phone, I wonder if he's funny to me, because I got a feeling he is. Because y'all might not be on the normal chats, but normally what a team of no one do, if someone else is saying something, he's gonna jump on that wagon. But I like when he said maybe maybe she will, maybe she won't. LOL. My sister do what she want to do whenever she want to do it. And the problem with it is he's genuine when he's saying that. He's literally telling you how his sister act. Here's the thing. Most people would have just said, okay, you know what? I'll let her know. But no. A team of no one said, I used to have an ex-friend that used to say, no. I kind of miss her for stuff like that, only if she tell that tongue right. Anyway, a team of no one ain't gonna do that. He's not gonna sugarcoat it. He said no, maybe she will, maybe she won't. And then if you notice, he even put that whole thing in the comments. See, I'm a methodical person like that. So that tells me a lot about him. I like your team of no one. I like that song, Rod Wade. I like that boy. He's a boy with a lot of sense. George say, have you ever visited? George say, have you ever visited the state? Are you talking about Alabama? Which ones you like? You like Florida? He said, have you ever visited or states? Which one you like? Are you talking about have I ever visited Alabama? A team of no one said, oh, have I? Oh, you said what you said. Oh, yes, I've been to. Well, maybe the question should be, where haven't I been? That's the question. The question is, where haven't I been? In which state? It's a few states that I haven't been to, but yeah, I'm pretty much not all the states now. I would like to go. And then here's this. All the states that I went through, honestly, because I was on a contract and I was working. So a lot of the times I went on work-related business. So just really to get out and explore the way I really want to do, I haven't done that in like a while. So that's on my next agenda, to like go to the states and like really see what the state's about and get into something that I want to do. Like, you get what I'm saying? So yeah, I've been to, I mean, did you want me to name all of them? Anyway, George said, you would like to travel. I would love to travel. Listen, I am honestly, I told, well, George, you haven't been here, but I always tell my men that I feel like I kind of not even that I have outgrown where I'm living at. I just never fit in where I live at. I never fit in because I mean my thing in life, I always see myself somewhere else, and I didn't mean just locally. I see myself, honestly, I really still do. I see myself in other countries. I see myself in other countries. I could see myself meeting people. I don't know why. It's I do know why I could see that, because I'm meant to travel like that. I'm meant to travel. For me, I'm meant to travel. I'm meant to walk in the room. I'm meant to go and showcase and do what I want to do. So yes, I would like to travel. What about you, George? Do you travel, or do you like to travel? And what states have you been to? George said, if you want to name them. Oh my goodness. George said, yes, I'm here to listen. George said, you really didn't get to enjoy those states you went to? No, I didn't. I was always working, and I was working in the hospitals because I was training doctors. And it was like, I mean, you go and you work 13 hours a day, 7 days a week for 21 days straight. You don't get to do that. You don't get to, you don't get to go and visit places unless you got off work early, and you need to understand what early means. You know what I mean? So, yeah, at the end of the day, it was a lot. And so by the time you get off after working that many hours a day, you tired. By the time you get home, airports and stuff, you're exhausted for at least 2 weeks. The only state I could say, it ain't that I went and I really enjoyed it, but I really, really, really enjoyed Texas only because of this one restaurant called Papado. And that's the type of food I like to eat. And I really enjoyed that one. So, and I was able to go and experience Papado because that's where I used to have dinner at. Like every time I went there, that's where I used to have dinner at. So George also said, if you want to, naming the states. Do you really want me to name them states? Washington. I'm going to start over there. Washington, Nevada, which is Las Vegas, California, Texas, coming in the middle. I probably could skip all of those. Come over Michigan, Kentucky, Illinois, New York, Pennsylvania, Maine, New Jersey, Maryland, North Carolina. Do you want me to keep going? Because I still got to come down, and I was going to swoop over on the east side of things. George said, I like to travel. I've been to Michigan, Tennessee, Florida, Georgia, and Ohio. Yep, and I forgot to put an Ohio in there. And I ain't even get to Georgia yet. Did I say Tennessee? Been to Tennessee. When I went to Tennessee, I was in Dolly Parton land. And then I left from my Dolly Parton land, and they got the mountains over there. Where? No, a team of no one. You ain't gonna try me like that. How you just gonna fly in, give me them big old yellow faces like that, and say that's Kevin Samuel's spot? What is Kevin Samuel's spot? Dolly Parton land? Let me go back up. Y'all got me skipping my chat. George also said thanks, but if you didn't want to name them, that's cool. No, I didn't mind. No, I was being funny. You know I like to talk like that, so why would you say something silly? Now, I mean, y'all might call me a chatterbox, but I don't feel like I'm a chatterbox. That's what they say, but I don't see that. So, of course, I didn't mind. And matter of fact, I wasn't even finished. But I've never been to New Orleans. And I want to go. I want to start traveling where I'm having fun and working. But this is a different type of work. And what do you mean Kevin Samuel's a team of no one? What is he talking about? George say, I have families in those states. Oh, okay. And George also say, Lookout Mountain. That's right. So when you was in Tennessee, where did you go? That's why I say, when you was in Tennessee, where did you go? Because I went to Dolly Parton land, and then they got some mountains, some cabins and mountains and stuff over there. Oh, Murfreesboro. Is that like a little small town? Because I kind of remember on the commute there from the airport, I kind of remember going through a little town, and I kind of want to say that was a name that I could remember seeing, but I could be wrong. Because I got off on an airport that was like who maybe an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours away from Dolly Parton land. Murfreesboro. Murph. I'm telling you that name. It does. It actually. It sounds familiar. George said he visited the Jack Daniels distillery in Lynchburg, Tennessee. And you know what? I went to a couple of the distilleries there too. I don't know if that was in Lynchburg. Is Lynchburg away from like where Dolly Parton land at? A team of no one say Papa Doe, Kevin Samuels was always. You know what? A team of no one. Did you have to shatter my dreams? Did you have to remind me that that might be a reason why I like Papa Doe? I never, ever, ever, ever knew that Kevin Samuels liked Papa Doe. I never knew that. Never. But I'm glad you said that. Maybe that's why I like Papa Doe. Like minds, I see. I don't know. Anyway. And you know what, George? So basically, are you telling me that you like Jack Daniels, or did you just visit the distillery? I know you say I'm very nosy, and what would make me ask that? I don't know. My mind wanted to ask you that. Do you drink Jack Daniels, or did you just go for the excitement of saying I went to the distillery? Way they make the liquor at Jack Daniels. I think. I want to know. Do you drink a? I wonder what his answer is going to be. But again, thank you, a team of no one, for having to let me know and remind me. I mean, it wasn't even a reminder because I never knew it that Kevin Samuels like Papa Doe. I wonder what he used to eat. So y'all knew where he ate at and all. Oh my goodness, he used to love to advertise Papa Doe. Oh my goodness, insatiable. Insatiable letting me know I'm just listening. I want to go to Alaska and Finland, Iceland, Greenland. And you know what? Second, third, fourth, and 15th, that motion. I wouldn't mind doing something like that either. George said Middle Tennessee State University is in Murfreesboro. Okay. My grandmother's sister kids in Murfreesboro. She lived in the street Middle Tennessee State University is in, but on the other side of the city. Gotcha. I see what you mean. One thing I like about George's gonna let you know that's what he said. Right, George? George said, that ain't what I said. I'm being very clear. George make it clear the first time he said it, so it don't leave room for error. Thank you, George. George said, when I do get a nip of liquor, I do enjoy Jack Daniels. How did you heard me? I said, so George, I know you probably saying, what made her ask that? Because something just told me, just because you visited that place, that don't mean you actually drink it. And something just told me to ask you, do you really drink it? And I really was going to ask you, do you even really drink at all? Or did you used to drink? But okay. Anyway, a team of no one say he exposed a girl who said somebody proposed to her there. He said the manager is his friend and will call right now. She got quiet. Whoa. He exposed the girl who said somebody proposed to her there. He said the manager is his friend. Wow. Mm. I know, George, it's been a while, but yes, I like to do stuff like that. So just enjoy the ride, George. You probably need to unwind anyway. Anyway, so thank you, team of No One, to inform me on what really went down with Kevin Samuels and why that became his best friend spot, because that was his friend spot. George said thumbs up. That's right. Hey, George, make sure you hit that like button. I know you did. George said, growing up, we took a back way to Murphy's Borough, and we would drive through Lynchburg to get to. I know. I'm telling you, this little town sounds familiar. A team of No One said in 2019, I did my pilgrimage to Mecca. So beautiful. Wow. In 2019, I did my pilgrimage to Mecca. So beautiful. Wow. I don't know. When I read that from a team of No One just now, I don't know. It just made me get quiet. So that kind of let me know where a team of No One be at sometimes. And you know what? I told y'all this music sucked, and I'm still bouncing, but it sucked. I kind of like when I sat here tonight. The only downfall about this one, me sitting here, I'd go to getting up and dancing for real. So you know what I might do? I might only sit to here. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm only gonna sit to this computer. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. Cause I like the fact with this computer, like when I'm sitting here in front of this camera, rather, I can move around. See, I can move around sitting here. A team of No One said the same thing Malcolm X did in the movies. LOL. I've been to Mecca, Acer, Jerusalem, and do a lot of business in Saudi Arabia. Oh wow. What kind of business do you do? Is that something you could talk about? I really was interested in visiting Saudi Arabia. That sounds interesting to Team of No One. George said Charleston, South Carolina is named after Black boy King Charles of England, Britain, or Scotland, one of those places in the UK, King James' cousin. Oh, wow. I'm glad you're telling me about the history. You know, I didn't know that. Mm-mm. I didn't know that. But I could tell you what, boys. I'm not joking. Just me sitting here, just talking to my two boys, my men right now. It honestly, it makes me want to get cozy and just look at y'all, just send your messages and I respond. I still got it. Anyway, and I was about to say something behind that, and I'm so glad that I didn't. But that's where my mind go at. My mind be like, say it. So I'm glad I didn't say that one. Because I don't know who's sitting in my parking lot. Because you best believe they coming. Insatiable know that. We done had a couple unexpected guests. Anyway, that's interesting what you said, a team of no one. I like the fact that you say you do business in Saudi Arabia. I want to know what you do over there. One day you could tell me. George said the first Europeans that came over here were swarthy Europeans. Okay. Hmm. You know what? Thank you, George. George said, you know what I did tonight? George said, I flew up in there and I changed this conversation into what I wanted to talk about. And guess what, George, for that, I definitely appreciate you. Because you know what? I really have not given any kisses out. And I don't think I've been getting all my emojis on here. Because you know what? I normally get my hearts. And I really haven't gotten them. Anyway. And you know what? And every time I say I'm getting ready to go, something makes me stay. It never, ever fails. And if okay, so I'm going to say it. To all my Queen Kings that might be in my parking lot that said, you know what, she didn't invite me here, but I'm going to come anyway. I told you, look at a team of no one. Now he just jumped in and said something. Every time I'm about to tell, I'm telling y'all, watch. A team of no one said, not talking about my business on the internet, LOL, but I do business in Saudi and in Africa. Understood. I definitely understand that. It was just interesting to know. Maybe one day you'll tell me about it. Very interesting. Okay. And insatiable. I wanted to tell you again too. Thank you honestly for being like a breath of fresh air. Like you a breath of fresh air because you will send certain little emojis. And honestly, when you send it to me, it's something that I probably really be thinking in my mind and something inside where I be wanting to, like, I don't know, like maybe need a hug from an angel. I don't know, y'all. And it's not that I'm weird. Y'all don't forget I'm a loner. I'm on the only person I be with is you guys. Anyway. And I don't know. You always just come through with the right type of colors and even tonight with all your white on. I'm gonna have to wear these again. I really like that. I'm gonna come with the same look. I don't know if I could have something to wear with it. I might wear this again tomorrow. It depends on how I feel. Knowing me, it probably would be no chance in hell that I did that. But I don't know. You never know. Anyway, Insatiable said, I really don't care for this generation music, especially rap. Understand it. And I get it. And you know why? I don't know why, but every time I think about Future and the guy Rod Wade, if you ever listen to them, I feel like they tell different stories. hmm Even even Kodak Black. hmm And I was sitting in my car one day and I decided to give Kodak Black a chance. I didn't even know who he was. And I just loved his music. No, let me take it back. It's not all his music I love because he gets so explicit. And I'm like, okay, we got to go there. But he have songs to where it's not explicit on the level where I can't take it. But when I listen to the words, it really resonates. So, but anyway, I'm gonna try this again. I'm telling y'all, every time I get ready to try this, somebody have something to say. I was just about to say, I'm so thankful and grateful that everybody that joined my chat was able to join. Those that were in my parking lot, make sure you take the trash with you, and thank you for driving in and acting like you was at a movie theater. Even though I'm not an actress, I just am, honestly, I'm just being me. However, thank you for coming anyway. Even those that weren't invited, you still is appreciated. Thank you to everybody that's been in my chat. I mean, these are my men. They always come through. I can't do anything about that, but just love on all my men. And when they ever get ready to, they know my phone number is in the description, and they can call if they want to talk. George said, Kodak Black, Zoe, Iraq, descent. Yeah. Yeah. I know. Mm-hmm. Kodak Black acts so American because he raised up, to me, he raised up more American because he raised up right there in Pompano. That's just as black as hell. Matter of fact, where Kodak Black raised up at over there in Pompano, he blacker than the community. You better believe. So he know about the communities. So he, to me, he more Americanized. To me, he more Americanized. Why you laughing, George? What was funny? When I say his black, he black. I know that got to be what you laughing at, because do you notice I have bit the lollipop? It end up melting all the way down to bubble gum. I'm like, it was that easy, but I wasn't gonna bite it. But bubble gum. I know that's rude of me, but I got so good in my conversation, just having a general conversation with you, George and Insatiable, and a team of no one, until I almost got so damn comfortable. I forgot I was chewing bubblegum. Like, we was literally in the whole conversation for real, for real. Like, she's sitting right there and I'm sitting right here. It was one of them. Joy said, just how you said that statement, you said. Gotcha. Thank you, George. You know what, George? And I always say, like when you was telling me, yeah, this your show. I never looked at it like that. I just turned on the computer and said, you know what? This me. Insatiable said, oh, thank you, Insatiable. You see there? Kool-Aid. Insatiable gave me a candle, a white heart, and a glass of wine. Something to help you relax. And look, follow my finger. See that right there? That's a white candle. I always light a white candle. You should do it too if you feel like it. I light a white candle, and I light a green candle. And sometimes I might light this candle. This one is for like healing. And one of them is for healing. One of them is for relaxing. And they real small. And I just light me a white candle just to burn it a little bit. Just, I don't know, feel relaxed a little bit. Thank you, Insatiable. I appreciate that. Joy say, I can. You cool and good. I can tell you cool and good people. You know what, George? Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. I really do. And honestly, I believe you mean that too. Thank you, George. George said, all love, that song by Future. You know what, George? George, you're going to come in telling me what the songs are. I need you to do that, George, because I promise you, and you can hear it, because honestly, it sounds real low. And I'm glad you could hear it. And Sashba said, I'm old school music. R&B slow jam, man. I listen. I can agree. Nothing wrong with that. Hmm. And me and my daughter was going to pick up brownie cakes, and Toy was saying that we heard on the radio where Chris Tucker was coming to the Hard Rock, and you wasn't here, George, but I turned 50 Saturday before last on the 18th, and I went to the some more comedy concert, and yes, it was everything it was supposed. Somebody named Lavelle. It was like a few people, and they were so funny. So anyway, when my daughter seen that Chris Tucker was going to be performing at the Hard Rock as a comedy act, she said, I said, well, how much are the tickets? She said the tickets start at $90. So I say $90. I said, Chris Tucker ain't that damn funny. He really isn't. Not to me. I mean, I listened to him and he made me laugh a little bit, but I laugh harder at Chris Tucker in Rush Hour. Anyway, when I thought about it, my daughter said, oh, okay, well, that's too much. I say, I mean, he just wasn't funny as some more in the crew. He wasn't that funny to me. So my daughter says, oh, wait a minute. I see something you'll like. And she said again, it's not funny. But she said they got a concert going on for Gladys Knight. And listen, I'm not knocking Gladys Knight, but I told my daughter Gladys Knight is like far older than me. Honestly, I never took to Gladys Knight music. Like Love Overboard. Love Overboard. I could handle that song a little bit. And I could let y'all listen to some music I like to listen to. I got to see if you get copyright. So, the matter of fact, George said, them Haitians putting out good music. Future Haitian. Oh, I didn't know Future was Haitian. I didn't even know that. George say them Haitian. George also say, oh, thank you. Oh, my goodness, George. Oh, okay. And thank you. That looks so good to me when I was looking at the happy birthday hats and stuff. I don't know what I thought I seen. George gave me some hearts, red and purple, and he said he loved. I see. He said he loved Gladys Knight, and it ain't that I don't love Gladys Knight. To me, her music was just older for me, and I was like, I honestly, I wouldn't. I don't want to go see Gladys. The only way I would go and see Gladys Knight in a concert is if I'm a food vendor. That's the only way I used to go to concerts because I had to be a food vendor. I got to sit in front of. I got to sit behind them knuckleheads. They're not gonna just come. They're not gonna just be coming and catching me from behind. No, because when you're a food vendor, everybody is in front of you, so I can watch everybody coming while I'm flipping them comforters and that conch salad and that crack conch and that fish and those shrimps. No, Jeffrey. And thank you so much, George, for the hearts. I definitely appreciate that. And thank you also, George, for the belated birthday wishes. Thank you. Jeffrey Richards, check out Window B. I think you will like him. Jeffrey, who is Window B? Well, who is Window B? And what do you think about Window B? And you didn't tell me hello. But thank you. I definitely appreciate you flying in, Jeffrey, and you landing and you letting me know, yes, I'm touching grounds up in him. I'm touching grounds because you told me to check out Window B. I think you will like him. What does Window B talk about? Sounds interesting, though. Window B. I'm wondering why. I'm curious. I'm going to see. which I probably won't see, but I probably will see. I will need to see who is Wendell. Wendell B. I'm gonna look up Wendell B. And Jeffrey says Southern Soul and hello. Oh, okay. You know what, Jeffrey? You know where my mind was at? I'm like, oh, okay, Jeffrey. Jeffrey trying to get me to look at a channel. I wondered what they're talking about. I thought it was that, so it's music. Oh, listen, Jeffrey. I had to blow that kiss at you just now. Thank you, Jeffrey. And Jeffrey did say hello. George said, I listen to older music. Thank you for the purple and the red heart. And I'm a Parliament. George Clinton. Okay. I could do some George Clinton. I like George Clinton. Thank you, George. And he said Parliament Funkadelic Baby. Ooh. Maybe I'll play some of that music one day. Since you like that kind of music, I'll make sure maybe next time you come back, I might have some music like that. But I don't know when you're gonna come back, so it look like it'll be something that's sitting on my desk, taking up more space. Because if I knew you was coming back, I would definitely look for some of that music and see whether or not I have understood you enough to know what type of music, what kind of funkadelic music you might want to listen to. I wonder if I can figure that out. Because I like that you said that. I definitely do. Hey, see, listen. You see, George, every time I get ready to say, okay, man, I'm going to go ahead and leave you now. You see how it never works? Every time I say I'm going to leave my men, I have to learn how to pause this and wait right and tell y'all to wait right here till I come back. Because guess what? I might want to eat some cereal, but I don't want to crunch in y'all ear though. I like cereal. I actually like Fruit Loops. I like Apple Jacks. I like Frosted Flakes. I even used to like them Diggum Smacks. I used to like those back in the days. I like Pop Puffs. Insatiable say Chris Rock, Kevin Hart. Neither. Thank you. They're only funny when they're in the movie. And honestly, Kevin Hart, I really just started laughing at some of his jokes within like maybe the last couple of years. Mm-hmm. They just not fun. Those aren't funny people to me. I don't know why. You got to be a certain type of person that's honestly just funny to me. And I think funny people to me are the ones that's the most altruistic in their jokes, if you might say. Why? Because you telling a joke, but you really just telling something you went through or something that you comparing to that may or may not be real. But I always could tell when a person, like you could tell they forcing their jokes and stuff, like just lame. Like y'all sitting, y'all look at me, and I'm always looking at these smiley faces, and I'm saying, like, what is these smiley faces for? Because in all honesty, now one thing that I could say that my mom did, she got some funny children. Because each one of those children, in one way or another, I promise you, they make me laugh, and they make me laugh for real, make me laugh. Like I for real laugh when I listening to the other siblings, because all of them make me laugh in different ways, and they do me the same way. So I agree with you, Insatiable. Chris Tucker. I'm sorry, Kevin Hart and Chris Rock, I don't know for the life of me, because I must have said Chris Tucker the first time, and it's Chris Rock. I don't know for the life of me who told Chris Rock he was funny. I don't know who told Chris Rock his little paper thin ass was funny. No, Chris Rock, no, sorry, Babaloo. I don't know who told Chris that he was funny, but a lot of people like Chris Rock as being funny. How about that? But I don't think so. So I'm in agreement with you, Insatiable. Now, I'm going to try this again. I'm going to tell everybody, make sure you come to my live lounge time. Man, only I told you every time I try to shut it down, I can't listen to what George has to say. George has George says the mothership landed in Cleveland, Ohio during the Parliament Funkadelic concert the year I was born in 76. I came off that ship. And guess what? Y'all ain't gonna believe this. Y'all see how old as hell George acting? I am a year older than George. And George done went back so far to the Funkadelic. Now George know good and well our generation don't really listen to Funkadelic. George acts so old. George, you love Funkadelic. I was like, okay, I was gonna ask you, and something kept telling me to get back to it. I was definitely gonna ask George how old he was. Jeffrey said, Queen Dee Dee, I see you know your comedy. Oh, I told you I just went to for my birthday. You probably wasn't here, George. Thank you so much for flying in. We definitely welcome you to the platform, and thank you for landing and even having a voice. It's good to see you, but I'm gonna tell you what you need to do. You need to like the video, you need to subscribe, and then you need to hit the bell notification so you'll see whenever I go on. But for my birthday, a couple of weeks ago, my family got me a ticket to the comedy show at the Hollywood Hard Rock in Florida. And I went to the comedy show. And when I tell you, oh my goodness, and I felt so good because first of all, I was 1 hour late and I was like stressing and panicking inside because I'm like, oh my God, I'm like, my family really don't have the money to even really have paid for this. And I was going to feel bad if I missed the whole show because I couldn't find nowhere to park. And it was my fault because I left 15 minutes knowing that I'm about 20 minutes away from the place and I knew how bad traffic was going to be. But anyway, to make a long story short, you got to go back and watch that video. Anyway, I finally got in and I parked right by the front door. Soon as the door that I parked at literally was right across from the hall, across from where the comedy show was at. I walked in that comedy show. I had no friends, nobody with me. I listen, I was all by myself. And when I tell you, George and Jeffrey and Insatiable, I truly, truly, truly enjoy going there by myself. I kind of felt like I was hitting another milestone of turning 50 in the year 2025. And then walking in the whole comedy show by myself. And listen, and when I got to the comedy show, I'm like, oh my goodness. One reason why I didn't want to go by myself, because I'm like, man, I'm not going to be able to find my damn seat. But guess what? I was so lucky that the lady that was standing to the door, she walked me to my seat and then she pointed which one was my seat. And as I'm going to my seat, because I'm just that person, I said, and you better be funny. And it's my birthday too. And I'm turning 50 years old. You better make me laugh. And when I said that, I didn't realize that I'm just that person. I said it kind of loud enough to where they was telling me happy birthday. And and they don't know I was turning 50, which is a milestone for a lot of people. And I just brought it in at the comedy show. And I really enjoyed it. Insatiable said, Frosty Flakes, my favorite. Cookie Crisp, Captain Crunch. You know what? For some reason, Insatiable, I could never get into them Cookie Crisp. Never. But what I did like, I do like Captain Crunch. I didn't put that on the list. I like Captain Crunch. George gave me, George, thank you. George gave me all these little hearts. George gave me a sky blue heart. And I like that gold heart, George, because that gold heart is what I like to look at. And I like to close my eyes. And he gave me a sky pink heart. I like that sky pink heart because it was a shirt that I was going to wear. And it was sky pink. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to wear that. But then you got your red and you got your purple lavender, more purple. And I like that color scheme. Thank you, George. Thank you, George. I appreciate that. And I like that yellow heart too. And then George said, Earth, Wind, and Fire Slave, Cool in the Gang, Bootsy Collins, Rubber Band, Sky, God, Dog. George, you went all the way back to BC before Christ. George is not. I'm older than George, and look how far back George just went. George, you like an old soul. And then I like those last hearts that George gave. It was purple. One is purple, one is yellow, that beautiful blue again, and then there's that gold. See the difference between that gold and that yellow? And then you got sky, pink, purple, and red again. Thank you, George. I definitely appreciate that. I like that. I like how those hearts look. Because the only one different from the top row is that, nope, it's just that, it's one of them that's different. Oh, it's nothing different. You just got two purples. But I like that. I like that scheme. And guess what? Okay, I'm going to try this again. Make sure everybody is here tomorrow. So then y'all don't got to be trickling in so late like this. Make sure y'all are here tomorrow. I am going to do my live between 1 and 1:30. See, every time I get ready to go, you see what just happened? Hey there, the real. I love that the real just flew in and gave me all the tan brown hearts. And this tan brown heart is a chocolate, sweet chocolate candy hearts. And I like those hearts too. I honestly do. I like those brown hearts because they actually aren't brown. They're more like tan. And sometimes I like that tan color, and I kind of like the mesh, like that chocolate brown with like that tan. I think that gives it a good, like, I don't know, like a good sandy feel or look or something. How you doing, the real? Thank you for flying in and joining us tonight. How's everything going? How was your week? Insatiable say, when it comes to movies, I love action, horror, sci-fi, drama, crime. I don't care for comedy. And the only Tyler Perry movie I like was Temptation and that cop movie. You know what, Insatiable? I'm glad you said that because listen, I honestly, I don't even watch any of Tyler Perry movies anymore. And really, I'm not a comedy person like that either. The reason why I ended up there is because some more is one of the only comedians that honestly I think she's like really, really, really funny to me. That's why I like that's the only reason why I went there. Because it was so special that she was so local. And she was so local until I'm like, oh my God, it would have been perfect. And the only thing that it was, my daughter was trying to get me a seat that was also the number 18. So that would have been fantabulous because that meant my birthday is on the 18th. I'm turning 50 years old. I'm seeing my favorite comedian, which is some more. And it would have been so good if I could sit in the seat 118, but I sat in the seat 170 because 118 was taken. But my seat was slap dab right in front of the person on the stage. Beautiful, beautiful view. And then it's 2025. So that it was like I had to go to that. But I'm not a comedy person either. Honestly, Insatiable, I'm not even a concert person. I don't even like, I really don't, I'm really not a concert person either. Like I don't want to go and sit to people concerts, especially when they don't even sing the right music. Because when you go to the concert, now they be all mixing the music and singing all live. And it's like, girl, I know the words. It's like, I know the words from the other way. I don't know the words. I don't know the words from this side of it because you don't hardly know them. Anyway, the real says, I'm great. My week was good. And he gave me that brown thumbs up just like that. He gave me that chocolate brown thumbs up. He did. And them hearts was tan. That's that chocolate brown. That's that chocolate candy heart. See that candy bar? That's the color of that thumbs up. Insatiable said, but good night, beautiful queen. He gave me a heart, purple and a butterfly. I know you need to wrap it up and relax. God bless. And you know what? Thank you so much, Insatiable. I definitely appreciate you for that. And guess what? And I will be here tomorrow at 1, between 1 and 1:30. And then I'll follow back up at about 7:30. So you know what? Thank you. And you know what also? The real, I know that you probably just coming in and just trying to land just to show that love and support. I definitely appreciate that from you. And I know you done had a long day and a long week, even though you already made it clear that you was over there not working. Did I say that? But anyway, thank you for flying in. Thank you for landing tonight. And guess what? Insatiable, tomorrow is Saturday. I want you to get them babies up and do it all you got to do. Because at 7:30, I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Because now, yes, now the real, because I know what you did, and I appreciate you for that. But you know what? I know you had a long week too, and you barely worked half of the week, but you still was there. That's enough tiring going on right there. Anyway, and you got two. Don't tell me right now. Because whatever you ate for dinner tonight, I want to know. Now you're going to have to save it and tell me even what you ate tomorrow. See? You think I forgot about that? I didn't forget about that. So you need to make sure that you are on time because I'm not going to let it go. So as long as it takes for you to get on that phone and tell me what you ate, that's how many days you're going to be off. I wonder if you can remember all the days. Because now you got to remind me. You got to tell me what you had for dinner last night. Because I didn't talk to you last night. But you know what? I might let last night slide. I don't know, but you probably will tell me anyway. So either last night, tonight, and then possibly tomorrow. And you know what? The real said, okay, got you. Thank you, The Real. And don't forget, I definitely want to know. I don't care if y'all went to McDonald's or if y'all had burgers or y'all had ham and cheese sandwiches, because I done had them days too. But ain't nothing wrong with that. Take that ham and cheese and put some mayo on there, maybe a little bit of mustard. And then you put that honey ham and you put that cheese and provolone cheese or Swiss for me. And you got that lettuce and you got that tomato. Just a little bit of like a tap of salt. I don't know why they put the salt in there. I'm like, cheese is already salty, but okay, I know I got to go. Okay. The Real said we had, oh, do you know today I was riding to go pick up brownie cakes. I promise you this is a true story. And I was getting ready to exit. And do you know my mind said, when you pick her up, you should go and grill you some shrimp and grill you some scallops. And you need to make a taco. And I promise you, The Real, the first thing came to my mind was, my tacos ain't going to be the same. You know why? Because The Real use a Mexican sour cream. Did you think I forgot about that? And I'm like, damn, I want to try this Mexican sour cream. And when you said that, you would not believe that stopped me from making them damn tacos because of you. The Real said out, it was so nice. I had to do it twice. I could imagine. And I told you I wanted to taste it. My daughter said I got to the Mexican store. My daughter said I go. His daughter said he go to the Mexican store too much. I mean, come on, dude. You probably do go to the Mexican store too much. You getting those kids equipped with eating that Goya Goya. When you make those tacos, do you ever make those tacos with yellow rice? That's what we call Goya Goya. I like that yellow rice. I surely do. I'll make it with some Goya Goya rice. And what else would I eat my tacos with? I would want my cup of corn. What else would I eat my tacos with? I would eat my tacos on the side. I don't know. This is a big appetite right here. I would have a little bit of black beans and rice. But here's the thing about me. I really don't want the beans out of the black beans, but I want the liquid. You know how black folks call it the pot liquor? That's what I want. Whew. See, the real. Why do you do this? I mean, look what you just did. Yep, yellow. Thank you. I told Insatiable about them cancers. I'm telling you, it's the music. And I just told y'all I was getting. I'm telling y'all, I would get up and I would literally start dancing just because that's how I feel. And hey, and the real talking about that Mexican music, that Mexican food. The real, what you be saying? You be like, this girl right here is something else. And I do love to dance with my heels on. I'm not being funny. Anyways, let me see what the real has to say. and, and you know what? I got to go back to the. I know your daughter be like, Daddy, Mexican store again. I mean, like we don't want go. You go here tonight. Can you find us some salsa down chicken? But can you make it American like? Anyway, the real said. The real said, "Yup, yellow Mexican rice." Then he gonna put up all his little smiley faces and stuff like that. And then the real say, "I wanted chicken and waffles, but I got lazy." Ooh. And then he say he really don't cook on Fridays. My goodness. Listen, that's our entry. Yes, that's just my clothes. Okay, I'm gonna stop dancing. I don't know why I just love to dance. I do. That chicken and waffles. Have you ever had the red velvet waffles? You know what I want to try the real. See, I'm gonna be wanting to talk to you about food and stuff like that. Then you gonna get me all hooked on wanting to talk to you and stuff, and I ain't gonna be playing no games like that with you. But I wouldn't mind trying like a waffle with not cream cheese. What is buttercream? Is it buttercream? No. not buttercream. It's what's the? It's another. It's another one like a cheesecake, something like that. I wouldn't mind like a waffle like that, almost like one of the cheesecake, like that red velvet cheesecake from Cheesecake Factory. The real said gonna make a root beer. Ooh, now you know what the real. I'm definitely about to go now because now you're going too far. You know why? I've never had a root beer float, but always wanted one. I do. I want to try a root beer float. George said, party at the Queen's house. And listen, I'm not joking. I like to get up. I like to dance, and I'll be there. And I like that. I just turned this way to sit from my other computer, and I like it. And I'm like, no, I better not do this every day, because then I'll be getting up. Y'all be like, oh my God, I'm tired of watching her. That's all she damn do is dance and talk. That's all I do is dance and talk. I dance, talk, and look decent for myself. I like to look good while I'm dancing and talking to y'all asses. Because I love talking to my men just like that. And I would not change it for the world. And all I'm doing is sitting down. Imagine on the days. Matter of fact, if you go play the video back, I think I was up dancing for a little bit. I think it was 400 Circle Media and Jug on the line. I think so. Anyway, yes, no, the real, I've never ever had a root beer float before. It's a lot of things I haven't had. Um, the real say I had the red velvet waffle. Oh, you didn't like? Oh, yeah, because if you don't know how to make it right, it ain't gonna be good. And thank you, George, for letting everybody know that the party was at the Queen's house. Don't think I did. Don't think that slipped past me. And then George said, "You will love that root beer float." I definitely want to try the root beer float. But I think one of the reasons why I never tried it because I always wanted to try it for somebody. I can remember the old restaurants that used to make them. I want to try it from somebody that really know how to make it good. George said, "Got hooked on root beer floats as a kid." Ooh. And here I am as an adult and still didn't have one before. And you done, and then you gorged out on them now. Oh, or are you still liking them? Because you could be saying you got gorged out, but you didn't say that. You said you got hooked on them as a kid. So I wonder if you're still hooked. I know George probably say, why can't this lady just read my little message? Little message. And just not question me no more of the way. Because George, I'm telling you, y'all leave so much to my imagination until it make me go in and say, wait a minute, but what about this over here? So George, I did say that. You say you got hooked on root beer float as a kid. So does that mean that you're gorged out from a root beer float, or does that mean you still root beer floating? Just saying. I know I could have just let that go, but how could I let that go? You leave, y'all. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. When that's why 400 Circle Media was telling me, like I said before, that I should have a certain topic. We proved it tonight. We had a topic, and I didn't even ask the topic question because I told him, I said, but listen, my topic is when I talk to my men. So when I read your message, that's a different topic for me, because how many topics did George and I just have in that one message? He got hooked on root beer float as a kid. So he let me know he got hooked as a kid, but I still had more questions. And the more question was, so as you got hooked as a kid, are you still hooked, or did you get gorged out? Isn't that a topic? And I create the topics just like that. But y'all ignore me anyway. George also said A&W restaurants still love root beer floats, and they do. That's what I was talking about. And that's what we don't have around here. A&W restaurant, because those are the time. But you know what? I wonder what Cracker Barrel. I don't do Cracker Barrel do that, because it seemed like they would do something oldie goldie like that. I might want to try that. I don't know. But you know what? And you know what again? Thank you so much, The Real, for letting me know that you had tacos again, and you really don't cook on Fridays, but you just went ahead and made some more tacos, and you still going down to that damn Mexican store, and your daughter saying, "Daddy, I'll take cereal today." They probably wouldn't take no. See, yes, they would. If they that damn tired of them tacos, they gonna take anything they could get other than tacos. George say, do they have A&W in South Carolina? I don't I don't recall seeing really there anymore. I think the next place I seen an A&W, I don't know if I was in, no, it wasn't North Carolina. I don't know. I think I was in a part of, might have been North Carolina, or it could have been Las Vegas, either North Carolina, Las Vegas, something like that. I can't remember. But it's been a minute since I seen one of those. And you know what? And y'all talk about I ask a lot of questions and be getting want little small answers. Y'all better pay attention to George. George, yeah, just pay attention to George. I don't even want to ask George anything yet. Pay attention. George is very studious. The Real said, no, my kids flipped it and made sure. He said his kids flipped it and made Chipotle bowls with all the ingredients for dinner tonight. And guess what? They wasn't wrong. They wasn't wrong just like that. And you know what? And it's going to sound so weird to you. But what I did was, and you're going to be like, what? I'm so weird until I went in the kitchen and I had one boiled egg, a bowl of, I know y'all going to sound weird, a bowl of beets, and some goldfish. I like stuff like that. I love stuff like that. The only thing I wish I would have had, I wish I would have had a tomato, because I would have sliced some tomato up. And with the tomato, I would have probably put maybe a little bit of sea salt. If no sea salt, I would have put maybe just a tap of rice vinegar and maybe a little bit of balsamic vinaigrette. Because I don't know if I would have really felt like anything creamy like. But, and I wouldn't have mind some scallops with that and some cottage cheese. I know y'all say she do not eat like that. Yes, I do. But I cook soul food. I only cook soul food, but I just don't eat the soul food like that. I don't. George says, since you are from South Carolina, tell me you make a good gumbo. Of course. And you know what? So it's a place where I live at, around that area. And sometimes when I'm over that way, I'll go over there. They make some very good Bahamian gumbo. They make very good Bahamian gumbo. And what I like to make is good conch chowder as well. I'm sure you know conch chowder because you have been around Florida. But you up in the state. But Tallahassee might only know about it from visitors and stuff. But St. Augustine, I would think know about conch and stuff. But I make very good conch chowder. And yes, and I make very good okra, not okra, gumbo soup. I love that too. And I love to make it just like that and put it on some rice. I do. Now that's something that I like to eat. I like that. Um now watch me try this again. See, one thing about it, the real gonna say, yep, she ain't nothing but a chatterbox because she been trying to go, she ain't nothing but a chatterbox. I'm telling y'all. And I've been trying not to be a chatterbox. I done told the people in my parking lot, thank you 15 times. And they say, well, how many times she gonna thank us and insult us? She be insulting us, talking about we parking lot pimps and keep her area clean, and we driving up like we at a movie theater. But she done told us by this is really a nice person right here. I really like her. Hit the thumbs up then. And then inside my chat, thank you, George. Thank you, The Real. Thank you, Insatiable. Thank you, 400 Circle Media. Can't get it right. Thank you, everybody. If I miss somebody, oh, I gave you some of my kisses anyway, and they personal kisses too. And I'm giving you my personal love. my personal hearts, and my personal all of that. Tomorrow I might be back at my I guess I might be back at my old house tomorrow, but because nobody really told me they like where I was at tonight. So maybe tomorrow they'll let me know. Oh, thank you. I definitely appreciate that like that just came there and it did just like this. And it gave me that kiss. I appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you come back to see me. I go live tomorrow between 1 and 1:30, but my biggest live, is at night. Got and say later TQ, and guess what I said? Later TM. George, make sure you come back because I haven't seen you in a while. The real, I don't know what you're going to do, but you know what, the real, I probably shouldn't even bother you no more until I find out, honestly, what you plan on cooking for Sunday. And we'll talk about that then. Good night. Good night. And before I go, let me see if I could give y'all my stuff. Thank you. And I'm giving y'all something that I like. If y'all see them hearts coming through there, it'll definitely remind you of me because I like when you give me hearts. Thank y'all. Thank you, hearts. Thank you, hearts.